he's got fists of steel. In the ring, he's the real deal. Flash of sparks when he takes the floor. Metal face shining, always wanting more. He's the machine, the cyber king. Hear the crowd roar while the circuits sing. Flashing screens and the crowd's alive. Every move makes the system thrive. Knuckles crack like a thunder sound. MFG knocks the universe down. Clash of sparks when he takes the floor. Metal face shining, always wanting more. He's the machine, the cyber king. Hear the crowd roar while the circuits sing. Wires hum with the beat of his soul. Cyber muscles under full control. Metal glory, he's the chosen one. MFG fights till the day is done. Clash of sparks when he takes the floor. Metal face shining, always wanting more. He's the machine, the cyber king. Hear the crowd roar while the circuits sing. Pulses racing in the neon light. Metal veins calling through the night. MFG, he's got fists of steel. In the ring, he's the real deal. Flash of sparks when he takes the floor. Metal face shining, always wanting more. He's the machine, the cyber king. Hear the crowd roar while the circuits sing. Flashing screens and the crowd's alive. Every move makes the system thrive. Knuckles crack like a thunder sound. MFG knocks the universe down. Clash of sparks when he takes the floor. Metal face shining, always wanting more. He's the machine, the cyber king. Hear the crowd roar while the circuits sing. Wires hum with the beat of his soul. Cyber muscles under full control. Metal glory, he's the chosen one. MFG fights till the day is done. Clash of sparks when he takes the floor. Metal face shining, always wanting more. He's the machine, the cyber king. Hear the crowd roar while the circuits sing. Pulses racing in the neon light. Metal veins calling through the night. MFG, he's got fists of steel. In the ring, he's the real deal. Flash of sparks when he takes the floor. Metal face shining, always wanting more. He's the machine, the cyber king. Hear the crowd roar while the circuits sing. Flashing screens and the crowd's alive. Every move makes the system thrive. Knuckles crack like a thunder sound. MFG knocks the universe down. Clash of sparks when he takes the floor. Metal face shining, always wanting more. He's the machine, the cyber king. Hear the crowd roar while the circuits sing. Wires hum with the beat of his soul. Cyber muscles under full control. Metal glory, he's the chosen one. MFG fights till the day is done. Clash of sparks when he takes the floor. Metal face shining, always wanting more. He's the machine, the cyber king. Hear the crowd roar while the circuits sing. Pulses racing in the neon light. Metal veins pouring through the night. MFG, he's got fists of steel. In the ring, he's the real deal. Clash of sparks when he takes the floor. Metal face shining, always wanting more. He's the machine, the cyber king. Hear the crowd roar while the circuits sing. Flashing screens and the crowd's alive. Every move makes the system thrive. Knuckles crack like a thunder sound. MFG knocks the universe down. Clash of sparks when he takes the floor. Metal face shining, always wanting more. He's the machine, the cyber king. Hear the crowd roar while the circuits sing. Wires hum with the beat of his soul. Cyber muscles under full control. Metal glory, he's the chosen one. MFG fights till the day is done. Clash of sparks when he takes the floor. Metal face shining, always wanting more. He's the machine, the cyber king. Hear the crowd roar while the circuits sing. Pulses racing in the neon light. Metal veins pouring through the night. MFG, he's got fists of steel. In the ring, he's the real deal. Clash of sparks when he takes the floor. Metal face shining, always wanting more. He's the machine, the cyber king. Hear the crowd roar while the circuits sing. Flashing screens and the crowd's alive. Every move makes the system thrive. Knuckles crack like a thunder sound. MFG knocks the universe down. Clash of sparks when he takes the floor. Metal face shining, always wanting more. He's the machine, the cyber king. Hear the crowd roar while the circuits sing. Wires hum with the beat of his soul. Cyber muscles under full control. Metal glory, he's the chosen one. MFG fights till the day is done. Clash of sparks when he takes the floor. Metal face shining, always wanting more. He's the machine, the cyber king. Hear the crowd roar while the circuits sing. Pulses racing in the neon light. Metal veins calling through the night. MFG, he's got fists of steel. In the ring, he's the real deal. Flash of sparks when he takes the floor. Metal face shining, always wanting more. He's the machine, the cyber king. Hear the crowd roar while the circuits sing. Flashing screens and the crowd's alive. Every move makes the system thrive. Knuckles crack like a thunder sound. MFG knocks the universe down. Clash of sparks when he takes the floor. Metal face shining, always wanting more. He's the machine, the cyber king. Hear the crowd roar while the circuits sing. Wires hum with the beat of his soul. Cyber muscles under full control. Metal glory, he's the chosen one. MFG fights till the day is done. Clash of sparks when he takes the floor. Metal face shining, always wanting more. He's the machine, the cyber king. Hear the crowd roar while the circuits sing. Pulses racing in the neon light. Metal veins.
Yo, gang, what we saying? Yo, what we saying? What we saying? Hello. God damn, Clodsire? Didn't think I'd be seeing that name for a very long time. Holy shit, what's going on, bro? Ronin Ghost, Mrs. MFG, ooh, Spencer, Luke, yo, what's going on, people? Hello. What we saying? Alright, I'm back. Y'all know I'm back. To carry on some of this madness, alright. Alright, let's go. Boys? Okay, there we go. My bad, folks. Had to get up. Didn't think Clark was still alive. I know, right? I didn't even know my brother existed anymore. That's crazy. Yo, Ace Ghost, what's going on, bro? Alright then, what's happening? When's this starting? 4 days? Okay, let's get into it, folks. So, we need to still complete... We've got these two. We still need to get these two done. So, what do we need? Natalia, Oscar, and whoever the fuck that was. Roxanne Perez, right? So, Natalia, Oscar, Roxanne Perez, right? Roxanne Perez. Ronin said, "Hey MFG, can I talk to you in VIP VC? I mean, if you want to, bro. You know what? Why not, bro? Why not? As long as you're a silver member, you should be able to come in, bro. I'm in there, bro. I'm in there. Why not? Come and join. I'll have it open. If you're a silver member, feel free to come in and talk. Obviously, just please bear in mind, if I need to reply to chat, I need to reply to chat. I don't mean to be rude if I talk over you. It's just, I'm also trying to reply at the same time. Oh, Galaxy Opal, excuse me. Huh?
Big elimination tag team action starting right now. Both teams are looking to be the last one standing, eliminating the other in the process.
Hey, MFG, what was your question a while back that you asked about when they did the whole MFP nerf farm thing with World Tour?
What was my question, bro? I don't remember having a question.
Well, you made a whole rant about the MFP farm thing, World Tour, and I wanted to have the VC with you and VIP.
Yeah, but I know you're saying, like, what was my question? I don't remember ever having a question, bro.
I thought you had a question.
Nah, I mean, that might have been, like, 2 months ago or a month ago, bro. It's been a bit of a busy time since then, you know. But what are you saying, bro? How are you?
Yeah. Good. Are you wondering why they nerfed Rabble Rouser?
Am I wondering why they nerfed it? I mean... there's probably a multiple of reasons. I think I understand the nerf. I just don't agree with how they've done it. If that makes sense.
I think it's because of the island. The island players were really abusing the rabble rouser and trying to find a bunch of ways to really like cheat their way to get the not special meter, but also the the finisher stock
Yeah,
in
I
their
know what you mean.
favor. I remember they were going for that one. It was like the Booker T first punch, and then they went for like the it was like a gut punch that they did, following up with like a backhanded combo.
Oh, okay. No,
They were
I'm
doing
not
that
too
move.
sure. See, here's my thing though. Like, if it's because of the island why they nerfed it, that's all well and good. But why do they have to nerf it for offline players? Like, if you're gonna nerf it online, fine. But why is it nerfed for, you know? I don't think there's a fair reason to why it's nerfed for single players, if I'm honest.
What do you mean nerf for single players?
Right, so, okay, for example, like, they nerfed Sting Like a Bee because of mainly online, right? They nerfed Sting Like a Bee because of how broken it was in ranked player, which I understand. I get it completely. But my point is, why did they nerf it for online and single player? Because it's not hurting anyone in single player.
I mean, they also did it for both MyFACTIon and then also the Island online players.
Yeah, but I mean, the MyFACTIon community is a lot bigger than the island. So, if it's purely like, if you're saying Rabble Rousers,
That's debatable.
It's definitely not debatable. You think there's no go onto YouTube, see how many people play in the island compared to MyFACTIon. There's not as many people playing the island. I'm not saying there aren't no players, but I can promise you, if I were to put out a poll, The majority vote would be that.
Sorry, I'm confused by this whole winning victory scene. I just did the whole numbers game, 55. I played as brute force against Tommaso Ciampa, and this victory scene is so weird. It's like a whole tag team victory scene that it should not work for him as a singles guy.
No, I know, man. That's weird.
So was that supposed to happen? The whole what the fuck? When you finish 55, you get Cody Rhodes live event reward. Were you supposed to get him or like a token? I'm confused.
No, you don't get Cody Rhodes from it. You just get the. If you mean the oddity event where you get all of the different oddities.
No, the first one where you play as brute force against Tommaso Ciampa.
No, it says Cody Rhodes, but you don't get Cody Rhodes. You get.
But then I got a token.
Yeah, you get a you get an oddity and you get a token. You don't get Cody. It's just a visual glitch. Because Cody's the event before it. That's why. MFG, how far are you away from Bianca? You haven't got it yet. I will check for you after this, Kevin. Remind me though, bro. Remind me. Because it's been a hot second. I won't lie.
Yeah, well, you did the numbers game stuff, right? The live events?
Yeah, I've done them all, yeah.
What rarity is Liv Morgan?
I don't think she's that high. But Ruby or Sapphire, I'm not too sure.
Here's my problem with the island community. I feel like that they set their expectations way too high. I think WWE 2K games were not setting the island real too high. I think they got the whole misconception to them. I think what it is and what they got themselves confused with is how they said that, oh yeah, 2K, they really were trying to go quite ambitious with this whole island mode, and I firmly disagree with that because the island, not really. If you actually like grind it out, kind of like how you're doing in MyFACTION.
No,
because there's ways.
There's a huge difference, bro. There's a huge difference. Number one, okay, at the start of the game, you can literally pay money to get a 99 overall. You can do that. You can pay money to get a 99 overall. So it's 100% a crash grab, 100%. In MyFACTION, obviously there's single player content. Now there is single player content in the island. However, it's about 15 matches, and then once you finish those 15 matches, you've got to wait 2.5 months for the next chapter to come out. Whereas,
I mean, the second chapter has more than 50 matches.
No, I mean that's cool, but you're still waiting 2.5. And but here's the thing: once you finish those matches, then what? You wait for the next chapter.
Also, I don't really think you had to wait the next 2 months for the next chapter. I believe what they're doing here. They said, because when is the next DLC for Dunks and Destruction Pack? June 25th, is it?
I'm not too sure, but we had to wait 2.5 months for the second chapter of the island.
I think that was only because we had to wait for the DLC pack.
No, but what I'm saying is, MyFACTION didn't have to wait for that. They had content before then. What content did the island have, other than online matches? What content did it have?
Are you saying for when that we first got a first patch of content with the island?
Yeah.
Not like when the game first came out?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, we had like new quests, new weapon, new superstars that were pretty much the unlockables, new cosmetic part, new matches, new chapter, and then like that was it.
Right, and when did that come out?
That came out when the second DLC, not second, but the first DLC pack released, the new Waste pack.
Okay, how many single player matches were added?
Over 50.
Right, so that's the most recent update, right?
Yes.
But what I'm saying is, how long did we have to wait for that?
Hold on. Because this game came out in March 14th. Yeah. And then
March
the
14th?
Oh yeah, so you had to wait 2 months.
Yeah, right. So what I'm trying to say to you is, with that, you completed the first chapter, which came out with the base game. Then you have to wait 2 months for content, right? So the majority of people trying the island completely died out because they didn't want to wait 2 months. The only other thing you could do is online matches. At least with MyFACTIon, I mean MyFACTION's guys, no problem. Don't get me wrong.
They were encouraging you to finish like online matches to rank up so that way you can get to 100 before the second chapter even come out. They tell you this after you get that last cutscene in chapter 1.
No, but what I'm trying to say to you is, in MyFACTIon, there's the option of grinding event, single player matches, world tour, weekly towers. In the island, other than the single player matches, what can you do? 5 different online matches that are basically the same other than Hell in a Cell, right?
Other than Hell in a Cell, ladder, extreme rules, singles.
So
it's all 4 districts.
So you have to grind out the same 5 online matches. Right? You have to play the same online matches until the content update that was 2 months into the game. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, the content in my island.
There's also another thing too I didn't ever notice was like how people said that if you were to get the highest rank possible in the island, your name gets into the Hall of Legends. That building that has the Under the Giant by it. I'm talking as like a competitive player, and
yeah, okay, yeah. So
I understand
what you're saying. You're a competitive player, right? So you like playing online, yeah?
Yeah, but I don't like the state that it is in right now with MyFACTIon.
Right. So what about all of the players that just want to enjoy challenging single player matches? What is there to do in? I agree with you that online is.
It's a good way to farm badges, because in that type of sense, when you're in like single player matches, you can farm in the single players, not single players, but like normal one-on-one matches.
Right, but that's online. You can't farm against the computer.
No. I'm not saying online. I'm saying against the computer. You can.
You're saying you can farm against the computer in the island?
Yes.
Indefinitely.
Yes.
All right. Was that with the second DLC, or no? Was that with the most recent update, or since launch? Because in launch there was no way to play.
That was since launch.
What match was this that you could play?
Any one-on-one match.
No, what I'm saying to you, how do you play against the computer in my island? In the island, once you've completed all the matches in that chapter.
It's like if you ever go up against like a computer one-on-one, and you want to keep farming for like that same badge action, you would if you fail a match, you can restart it again.
Okay,
your
but no,
same badge actions that you have
performed. That to me, that's not the same as having infinite content, right? So, okay, you're saying if you fail the matches, you can farm them over. Of course you can, because you fail the match, you can keep repeating it. What I'm saying to you is, if you play through all the matches and complete the matches, what is there to do other than online?
I mean, that's the whole point. It's online.
No, that's not the whole point. No, like that's the whole point as a competitive player for
I'm
you.
I'm not saying by a competitive player. I'm saying by design.
No, but I don't believe that, because if the design was just online, it'd be pointless having a single player story and single player matches to even bother doing. If that was the case.
I say it's by design because that's how it was in NBA 2K18's neighborhood and like how it is in their next iterations of an open world kind of mode.
Right, and chat, let me ask everyone in chat right now. Do you like the island? Yes or no? Just simple, yes or no.
I mean, I'm sure majority of them are going to say no.
But why? Why do you think they're going to say no?
It's not for everyone. It's like the same reason that like a lot of people who go on fucking Twitter and other like social media platforms to really go out of their way and say that at 2K, go ahead and remove my faction. Nobody asked for this, when knowing damn well that the my faction is there to stay. It was
Okay,
going to be there since
but the reason
day one.
it's not the same, like I said to you earlier, my words were.
I never said it this. I never said it's the same. By the way.
No, you didn't. But I said to you earlier that my faction is a bigger game mode and it's got a lot more people playing it, and you said that's debatable. I'm asking you, how is that debatable?
I mean, when you look at like just how there's like we're talking like 50 other players, all right? Looking at 50 other players, and you also have a lot of other players that's in my faction, multiplayers, quick play, or my faction's multiplayer ranked play. You combine those two, all right? For some reason, it's like the matchmaking queue. I don't know what it is. It might be something to deal with like the region, but it's like how can you? Basically, what I'm trying to get at is how do you calculate how many players that there is combined between my faction and the island, especially when we're playing on two different generations that doesn't support the cross generation as we would expect from any other, game.
Right, okay.
Because
so,
in this,
as you say, the island's not on three versions of the game. PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC, right? So there's 3 versions that the island's not even on. So, with that being said, you've already said there's 3 games that the island's not even on. So then I ask you, how do you then say that the island has just as many players playing?
that's what I was saying though, because 50 players, when you get into a session, you'll join another session. There's more 50 players in the different session that you previously had in the session you just jumped from. And also too, you got to take into account that there's no other way for you to accumulate all the number of players that is in the island compared to where you just previously been at, because there's no other fucking websites that track player counts for any PlayStation game and also Xbox except for Steam.
Right, but what I'm saying is, how is that evident there's more people playing the island, bro?
Like, how's evident there's more people playing the island?
No, I'm saying, do you genuinely believe, with the island only being on 2 versions of this game out of 5, you still believe there's the same amount of players on the island than there is on my faction?
I never said that there is. I think it's pretty equal. Not very equal. There's a difference. I just said that as a person that has played the island and stuff like that, poured like dozens of hours into it, I think there is not as many people compared to my faction. I say that there is a pretty equal level ground of player base that there is on my faction compared to the island. Now, would I say that there is more people on my faction compared to the island? Yes, but it's not a lot of players on the island compared to my faction, if you get what I'm saying.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. Obviously, when you say to me, it's debatable that more people play my faction than the island, I then have to disagree with you, because it's not debatable. There's a lot more players playing my faction. It's a much bigger mode than the island. And I'll tell you why the island's hated, right? Now, I am not going to say my faction isn't a cash grab, because it definitely is. But here's the difference, right? Right now, okay, you can grind out cards to get, a pink diamond JU, so that's fine. But you couldn't do that at the launch of the game. You couldn't get a 99 overall at the launch of the game, but on the islands you could. As long as you spent a ridiculous amount of money. Are you okay? As long as you spend a ridiculous amount of money, you can then get a 99 overall. You can't do that in my faction. It's a lot more fair than the island. This is literally the island. Every single piece of clothing is out that is overpriced, a ridiculous amount. The VC earned from every match is bare minimum, if that. There's no grinding unless you love online, right? If you complete all the matches, there's no grinding. At least on my faction, you can repeat the same match if you want. You can't do that on the island. The matches are filled with spammers right now. There's glitches in every single match. There's always a new glitch found. It's just a broken shit mode, man. Like, if you enjoy it, you enjoy it. Cool, right? But comparing it to my faction's wild to me. Like, now, eventually, with enough updates, could the island be bigger than my faction? Absolutely. Absolutely. But right now, definitely not, bro. Not a chance. I can't.
The thing is, too, you don't really have to buy VC in order to get the cosmetics that you'd want. Because as long as, like, 2K is throwing out a whole locker code for VC and stuff, then you would have enough to get what you wanted out of the island. Because there's certain cosmetics that cost 6,000 VC. I was doing, like, weekly challenges.
Like, someone...
And then daily challenges.
Well, this is what chat's saying, right? This is what chat's saying. Let's have a look. Dude, Island sucks. It's just more of a cash grab mode. Island is a very boring mode.
I expected that.
They should try to make it fun so that people will play. I agree. I completed both Island chapters. I think I spent more time running around than actually playing matches. Captain Burr said, or reading uninteresting dialogue trees. There's no voice acting either. Someone said, I only did it for VC and I wouldn't touch it otherwise. Someone said, I don't want to play a game where I can only play online. Someone said, I wanted the hairstyles. Yeah, I thought I was back on 2K20 with those dialogue graphics. Bro, the graphics are embarrassing. That's Nintendo Wii graphics. What the fuck?
Let me just say this about the dialogue choices. We had the same complaints about Create a Story. I do not remember people making complaints about Create a Story, saying that,
you cannot Create a Story. You cannot compare Create a Story to the island. You've got to be joking. You can't be serious. You can't be. There's no way.
But I'm only saying that because, like, how can you afford voice acting for legends that passed away, and also superstars that can't make it to the recording booth to really get
let me just answer this. Let me just answer this in chat. Kevin, I am 30 cards away from Bianca, bro. There you go. 30 cards away. Okay, first of all, you mentioned how can you get legends that have passed away to voice act. Bro, do you actually believe that wrestlers voice acted for all wrestling games? You realise there's, in most wrestling games like that had Road to WrestleMania. Right?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying that there would be times where, let me put this. There will be times for other video games that has been around from its millennium, that we've seen it come and go. We saw, like, voice actors that came and go and passed away, and they saw them being replaced with new voice actors. That's not to say that wrestling games haven't done it before, which I can tell you that I never disagree with that because I knew you were going to go with that. I was just saying that there's like a time, I think, remember when 2K19 came out, in my career, they had it when John Cena did a voice acting?
I'm not too sure, probably.
Where he said, like, take it easy, guys. I'm not out here for a fight. This is WWE after all, and I was here for the next big thing until I saw all the buzz about the next WWE superstar to change the SmackDown brand. Remember him?
Yeah.
I don't remember the...
No, I get what you're saying. I don't understand the point you're making, though.
My point is that if you can't get John Cena, if you can't get certain WWE superstars to voice any of these guys, especially when it comes to like either it's like their schedule, they're shooting a movie, or they're doing some type of like sponsorship or anything else in that particular, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I think that's a perfect reason why we have text to read that's even in there as like, cutscenes and shit.
No, I respect that being your opinion, absolutely. But what I'm saying to you, that's your opinion, and I respect it. But much more people out there do not respect that at all. Number one, you're talking about 2K, right? One of the richest sports developers in gaming, right? By a long shot. Obviously, WWE doesn't make as much as NBA, but you can bet WWE has made the most money for them out of any wrestling game since 2K22. Why is that? MyFACTION, alright? It's because of MyFACTION why they have so much money now. Number two, right? You're telling me you would rather Nintendo Wii graphics with Roman Reigns standing there like a robot with really weird dialogue trees over actual cutscenes like they do on what's it called? Whatever the superstar stories are every year, right? You'd rather like dialogue trees over with a really shit graphic over actual voice acting.
Yes, and I'll tell you why is because I'm so used to playing other video games with text that I read through, and I've played so many RPGs to where I've read dialogue, and like you're talking to someone that's played Persona 5, um, excuse me, yeah, you're talking to someone that's played Persona 5, who's also played other games like Let It Die, and really seen like all these dialogue trees and read through and took their time to read. Cause I played Yakuza, I played these other games, and my point is that I like to read dialogue. I know a lot of people just don't like to read, like skim through the dialogue trees and just run around and make their little complaints about like what they don't like in the island and stuff. I really feel like a lot of their complaints in the island outweighs the positives when talking about the island
Okay,
more than what it makes it.
okay. Let me say this to you then. You're saying you feel like their negatives outweigh the positives. Do you want to know why, bro? Because there's no positives. Actually, no. There is. I'll be honest. The positive. Let me say. Right. The positives of my island. The areas look pretty cool. All right. The areas look pretty cool. I'll say that. The areas look cool. I like the idea that you can go into. There's like a Rey Mysterio temple. Like an Undertaker chapel thing. I like the areas. That's cool. Right. But the reason why there's a lot more complaints about the island than there are positives, because there are much more negatives in the mode than there are positives, bro. That's why. Right? Why do you think MyFACTION over the years... Now, obviously, there's been a lot of complaints this year because of the choices.
Here's something I need preference. If we're going to talk about negatives, why isn't there a negative criticism about the fact that there's no map in the island?
No, people have complained about that. I complained about that in my video. Bro, you can go back on my channel if you want. I've complained about that myself. I've said, yo, there's a game in 2025 that you're expected to explore this huge area and there's not even a map to explore. I've said that myself. So right, instead of you saying, where's this nitpick? You're on about positives, bro. What are the positives of my island? Other than the areas looking cool.
I like the fact that there's a matchmaking portal.
Okay. So you like the fact that you can play online? That's what you're saying.
No. I'm gonna say like other things about like what I like about the island. I like that this universe, if you will, is separate to the My Rise. I think that's what people are missing when they talk about the story of chapters 1 and 2, the island. Is like this story feels like it's a lot more separate compared to My Rise, and I like that it gave the superstars, if you will. Uh, you know, Trent Shaw. Then you had Jody Garcia, and all these other people. Different types of personality. When you talk to them, and you make like different responses and stuff. And what was kind of like missing in my rise this year. So I kind of like it. Um, there is some weird stuff about it, like, oh yeah, why is this character doing this? Why is this reminding me of WWE 2K20's originals? I think what this did when it kind of came to storylines, I think it did stuff that was better than 2K originals. Was there some stuff to where it's like, okay, I feel like this is a little too goofy here and there, which I can agree with you on about like the whole Prime Battle mascot thing, which was not needed for Chapter 2. And the Ghost of Paul Bearer. Yeah, I can agree with you on that.
No, but bro, you're saying you agree with me on that. I'm not even saying any of that. That stuff doesn't bother me, right? This idea of having
I go off the general consensus of people.
Okay, but let me talk though. Let me talk. Obviously, I'm letting you talk, so just let me have my say as well, right? So you're saying, obviously, you're liking the fact that certain wrestlers have different personality. That's cool. I agree with you. That's cool. That's no one's problem. Not most people are moaning about that. Most people are moaning it's a cash grab mode that in order to get further ahead, you pay money. Now, I understand MyFACTION follows that formula, but the difference is you can literally get to the top of the pile by using a credit card. At least in MyFACTION, all of the best cards in the game don't come out until the end of the year, right? So with this game mode, you're literally playing and the tiers upgrade over time. In the island, the main problem everyone has with it, number one, everything's overpriced. Number two, the online isn't fair. It's not, right? Because you can just pour money into it from day one. Let me ask you a question. If you start at the island now as a level what? I don't know what overall you start at. Level 60 something or 70 something. Do you really think you can go up against a level 99 and have a fair match? Do you really think you can have a fair match against a level 99 when you've not poured money into the game?
No, as long as you play like the island quests first. Oh,
Okay.
excuse me.
Okay, if I go on my island, play as a new character, what level can I get to by the end of chapter 1? Without spending money.
I don't remember.
Without spending money.
I don't think money has to do with like your level. I think money has to do with your overall.
Yeah, but no, sorry, that's what I mean. Your overall, but your overall is what makes the game. Because the higher overall you are, the more damage you do, the better you are in matches. No, the higher overall that you are, the more you can do. Right? You can't grind matches unless you fail a match, as if you said. And not many people are going to try and fail a match to grind because a lot of people are not going to know that's an option. So my thing to you is, for those
There's people that have done it before, like very few.
No, okay, right. And there's people like me who are glitching MyFACTION right now to win the games, but the majority of people aren't doing that. You know, a lot of people don't know this stuff exists. That's my point. What I'm saying is, unless a YouTube video or something like I'd make, or someone goes, oh, by the way, did you know you could do this in the island? A lot of people are not going to know because they're just not going to know, right? But what my point
also,
is...
the people that are people are saying the island should be gone. Demo is not going anywhere. It was the same reason that MyFACTION wasn't going to go anywhere to begin with.
I mean,
but continue.
I will agree with you. I don't think the island is going anywhere. Number one, they will make a lot of money off it just because idiots decide to spend a ridiculous amount of money at launch to get a 99 overall. My point is, I don't care if you want to pay money to get cosmetics, but paying money to have a 99
the only
overall,
time I honestly the only time I used money to upgrade my overall was from the Bloodline edition. I did not put my money on not my money, my VC into MyFACTION this year. Because I felt like I had no interest in MyFACTION this year until I played more of it.
No,
I said
fair.
that 2K25 was going to be my first year grinding MyFACTION.
No, I understand that. I'm not arguing that. What I'm saying is, with that money, you still can't get to a 99 overall, right? From chapter 1.
I mean, I believe that because how much VC that you would have in total if you had the Bloodline edition?
Not enough to get to 99 because my brother had the Bloodline edition, spent it all on the island, they didn't get to 99. It's
I'm
like
going.
it's like £80 worth of VC to get to 99. Whatever that is in America, $90 or some shit.
You said like how much VC?
In order to get to 99.
I'll have to go back after this match is over. I'm playing as Maurice versus Chelsea Green, the numbers game.
No, I get that. But my point is, what I'm trying to say is, I like the fact you like the island. It's cool that you've got a mode. You think this is pretty cool. But, like, do you not understand why so many people hate it? Do you think it's unjustified?
No.
Because I don't think it's unjustified at all.
No, I understand people hating it. I feel like there's other people that they'll have their other reasons to why they hate it and say like, oh, it should be removed when it's like it's not going anywhere. That's like saying that you'd want MyFACTION to be removed, and like that was literally a staple that was in the NBA 2K games. Just like their fucking mode that became the neighborhood and then became the city, and then people said they should remove the city, and those modes are not going anywhere again.
No, I understand that. I don't think anyone's saying the mode's going. People want the mode removed because it's a crash grab, but I agree with you. The mode's not going anywhere, and the reason why...
I don't agree with it being a cash grab, because literally, like, I didn't spend any lick of purchased. I use quotation marks, purchased VC into any of the shops whenever I access the island mode. I take any of what was either put into VC with logger codes and then earn with challenges and stuff like that into the island, where I made the most of it and really got... Recently, my recent purchase in the island was a Cody Rhodes Mattel action figure set, which I had to get 3 pieces. One for the legs, one for the torso and arms, and then the other for the head. So I had to get that in order to really work my way up to get it. But that's the point. My point is that I vote with how I want to make the VC count by getting the cosmetics that I want. So it's like, if I want to get like these pair of Jordans or Nikes, then I will play a bunch of matches to complete and get some VC.
Okay, how many matches do you need to do to get 6,000 VC for these shoes?
Well, let's see. If you did a weekly challenge, you get 1,000 VC. So you did do one, all right?
No. What if you've done all the content? What if you've done the weekly challenges and you've got no VC? How many matches do you have to grind? Because MyFACTION, I can say that all I need to do is grind events. But if I haven't got events, I've got to grind matches. How many online matches do you have to grind to get 6,000 VC?
Let's see.
Chat, how much VC did you get from one match in the island? I know it's different.
If you win a match, I know if you win a match, it's 150, but if you lose, you get 50 VC.
Okay, so let's say, I'd say the majority will lose a match in the island because of spammers, glitches, etc., etc. So the majority will lose, all right? There's a chance you can get an easy win here and there, but let's just say you're guaranteed at least 50 VC, all right? 50 VC. So for 2 matches, you're going to have 100 VC, all right? So what's that? You need to do 20 matches to get 1,000, right? So you need to do 120 online matches in order to afford a pair of fucking shoes. Bro, for real. That's ridiculous.
I'm not really... Oh, shit. Oh, almost dropped my controller. Let's see. I'm not really a Jordan guy. I'm more of a Nike guy, so I'm gonna go in here.
No, you know what I mean though. That's completely beside the point. It doesn't matter what pair of shoes you like. The point that I'm making about the community is all of us just see a pair of shoes.
I'm going into the store that I prefer, because I'm just telling you exactly like how many matches that there is in order to really get exactly the shoes that you'd want. So I'm just going off of that. Give me a second here while you read chat.
It's like 150 VC per match. Yeah, that's if you win, right? If it stays or goes, it's still trash. Hopefully it's bombed and they don't bring it back. Spencer said the island is trash. Aceco said hopefully 2K gets rid of the island next year. You ain't got a lot of agreeers in chat, my bro. You've not got a lot of people agreeing at all. I'll be honest with you.
I mean, like I said, I expected them not to agree. I expected them not to agree, and it's not really surprising to me.
No, it's right. It's not that confuses me. It's the fact, like, is all the criticism valid or not?
Well, when you read like 2 of those messages saying that, oh, it should go, like, no, like, I don't agree with that.
Yeah, you don't agree with it because you like the mode, right? But the majority of people don't like it.
It's not about me being biased of the mode. It's about the fact that the same people that complain about the island, and I'm not saying it's them. I'm saying the same people that complain about the island, I see like overall on like other social media platforms saying that, oh, you guys should remove the island, are the same people that should just remove MyFACTION entirely.
Yeah. But but this is we go back to the start of this conversation where I said there's a much bigger audience playing MyFACTION and you said debatable. It's not debatable in the slightest. There's a lot more people playing My Island. Name me some content creators.
I said it's debatable in the sense of that, oh yeah, it's debatable in the sense that we could talk about the numbers of like how many people are playing the island compared to people that are playing MyFACTION, and I told you, in sincerity, I was not going by any bias whatsoever. I said to you that it's pretty equal, and I'm not saying it's very equal in the sense of like, oh yeah, it's.
But you do know there's no difference. Oh no, I'm sorry, I've got to interrupt you. When you say it's pretty equal, no, bro, equal means the same. You know that, right? Equal means the same. So if you say it's pretty equal, that makes no sense. If you mean it's close, you know, there's near enough the same players, that's fine. But equal means the same, my bro.
That's what I meant when I said pretty equal. Like I was not trying to say
but
like
it's as Lewis has just said to you. And this is what I was going to ask you next, right? How many content creators play the mode? Name me some content creators on YouTube right now who endorse the mode. Like, okay, I could ask you to name me some MyFACTION content creators, and most people will say TH Jamie, Rival, 2K Pun, obviously me, MyFACTION guy, Hardcore Casual. Can you name me at least 5 people, content creators that play the island?
Yes, I actually can. Now that you mention it.
Go for it.
So there's one content creator. I'll go by him. There's one. His name is Hollywood Baller.
Okay.
He's actually played it. I think he's like one of the top players in the island.
Okay.
You also have, you know, going off of them. You also have.
Wait, no. What's his name? I'm
Jake
gonna check let me. I'm going to go to YouTube because I'm going to check this. What's his? I believe you. I just want to read out some stuff. What's his name?
Hollywood Baller.
Hollywood Baller. Is that on YouTube?
Hollywood Baller.
Oh, Hollywood. Sorry. Baller.
He's also on Twitch.
Let me have a look. BALLER.
Yes. No, it's BALLA.
BALOA. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, let's take a look. Right. Let me go by filters. Because I've typed that in. Hollywood, HOLLY, HOOD, BALOA. I can't find no one. At all.
It's not BLLA, it's BALLA.
BALL. Did you say? Right. So BALLA, yeah?
Yes.
Hollywood Baller. Okay. Okay, let's have a look. So, Hollywood Baller, right? Let's take a look. 359 subs. Which, listen, I'm not hating on the guy. Listen, he's playing. It's not his fault. He's playing a mode that, again, not a lot of people playing. Right? Let's take a look. Right?
He also has 3.9k followers on Twitch.
No, that's cool. I mean, I've got a Twitch. I've got a Twitch channel, a different Twitch channel to this. That's got near 700. Like that's just one of those things. Let me take a look. Incense on YouTube, bro. No comments. Nothing. Not one person going, bro, I love the island. Not one person commenting at all. No. There's absolutely nothing. And I'm not trying to hate on this person.
But see,
shout out to them.
But see, you're going off of like reception though. You're not like going off like viewership.
No. Okay, what I'm saying is, right. Let me explain it to you. Anyone that does MyFACTION content, this is no hate on the guy because I actually really respect him. One of the newest content creators in MyFACTION is MyFACTION Reaction, right? Probably a lower view base than me, TH, Jamie, and the rest of the other people. However, he's slowly building himself up. The point is, MyFACTION content creators get views. The island does not get views. Why do you think it doesn't get views?
It actually was getting views at like the start. Because,
of course it was, because it was brand new. Yeah, obviously, bro. But when people realised what it was, why do you think it no longer gets views?
I think no. I think they get it. I think they don't give the views because the fact that they think it's just like a pay to win kind of mode, which I disagree with, especially if you were the type of person, like I said, and I go by also what just Brian has also said too, which I agree with him as well too. It's not pay to win if you are putting in. If you put the money into the Blood Edition,
did you just say it's not
right?
pay to win? No, I'm sorry. Did you just say the island's not pay to win?
I'm going to elaborate on why I think it isn't.
No, but you don't need to elaborate because I can just tell you right now that that's a factually incorrect statement. Pay to win means you can. This is what it means. You can pay money to win the game. So. Here's a question for you. Can you pay money to get a 99 rated superstar with the highest stats possible?
Yes, but to me that wouldn't even matter because here's the disconnect between that of what you said about your logic. If I am going to pay money for a 99 overall, right? And I go up against a player that is like what, an 85 overall? Right. If I'm gonna go off of like how much should I'm making, okay? Let's say that I am, for one, all right, a 99 overall, and I go up against a guy that's like what, possibly 85 overall.
Okay, yeah. But
my point is that if I'm going against an guy who's an 85 overall, the loading screen will show that I am an 85 overall. And then on his side, it'll show that he is 89 overall.
Okay, but what's the point?
I can't. My point is that me being a max overall would not have any effect on going against a guy like him, especially seeing that he's going to use irreversible moves that is going for a cheese.
Okay, so what you're saying is it has no effect against cheaters. Okay, that's logical. But if you're just a casual fan playing the mode, because there are casual people, right? If you come against a 99, you're probably going to lose. So my argument isn't, yes, you could be a 99, you could play against a 70 rated player. And if he uses cheating tactics to win, he could clearly win. That's not the point I'm saying to you. I'm saying to you, the point is, you said it's not pay to win, and I said it factually is, because you can literally pay to get the top rated superstar. You can literally pay to get the best stats in the game. And the only way you're really going to lose is if A, you come across another really good player, B, you come across another 99 and it's a fair match, or C, you get cheesed or cheated, right? But the majority of the times, if you come against a 99 player, you're going to lose. The majority of the time. Oh, did I not have 99?
And I was also gonna say too was that if you start as a what is it, like a fucking 60 overall player, yeah, in the island, yeah,
right,
yeah. You start as a 76 overall player, and then you go. So you're going from 76 overall to 96 overall. You're not gonna go up to 99. That's actually pretty fucking good because you actually get a close type of fighting chance, no matter the battle, against anybody in the island PvP matches.
What are you talking? What do you mean?
I'm saying that you have a fairly equal match against someone. If a casual has bought into WWE 2K25, right? Okay. Let's say that they bought the WWE 2K25 bought-in edition. If they go up against a random player that's online in the island, and they spent all their VC pretty much on their attributes to really get to like the training stage, and they go up against online player. Do you think that's an equal kind of match?
Right, no. But what I'm saying to you is, number one, casual players don't buy the Bloodline Edition. That's number one, all right? So casual people don't buy the Bloodline Edition. That's hardcore players that buy the Bloodline Edition, right? So that's number one. For your argument to have any weight, number one, players need to buy the Bloodline Edition. And then number two, the players need to then spend all of that VC on the island, right? So for your argument to hold any weight, those two things need to happen. What I'm saying to you is, if a player, I don't know, my friend Jeff downloads WWE 2K25 and goes, oh, I'm going to try the island. He goes into the island, makes a character, and then goes into an online match, and he's a 67 rated overall, and he plays against a rated 99. Who's winning that match?
Say his name and
oh wait, 2 seconds.
But
hey, hold on, bro. We got Hall of Fame. Zeus, Hall of Fame, bro. What the fuck? Hey yo, you legend. Hey yo, give me 2 seconds, Ronin. I need to celebrate this, brother. I'm sorry. Give me 2 seconds. Load up your argument, bro.
No,
load up your argument.
I said you're fine. I'm just burping because I didn't get to eat anything right now.
That's cool. But bear with me though. I gotta celebrate, folks. I gotta celebrate. Let's play the music. Zeus. Okay, let's start it. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a great day to be MFG. It's a great day to be an MFG viewer. That's what I was thinking of. We have a new legend in the Hall of Fame. Well, shall I say, Zeus is a 2-time Hall of Famer right now. Welcome back to the Hall of Fame, champ. Or shall I say, welcome back again. Two-time. You are now matching Wayne. What a fucking legend. Thank you for your continuous support. You're a hero, Zeus. Thank you, man. We love you, bro. Legend in the business. Legend. Alright, I need to add... I'm going to put you on the Discord, bro, as number 2, so don't worry. You're now a 2-time Hall of Famer. I also need to quickly add 100 matches to the July gauntlet. So that's if we ever fucking complete the June one, but... when we finish this one gauntlet, we'll then update it, alright? But let me just update this for you, bro. So that's 275 matches now. Thank you, bro. You're a legend. I appreciate you, man, for real. Shout out to Zeus. Right, what was he saying? So Ace Ghost also said, you're the only person I've ever heard talk good about my island. By the way, that's what Ace said. Ace just said he reckons you're the only person. And I'll be honest.
I find it to be cap. Not saying he's full of shit, but I'm saying, like, as a person who's like follow like other content creators in the WWE 2K25 space of things.
Yeah.
There's like other people that defend fucking the island. I saw just Brian talking positive about the island.
No, don't get me wrong. Do I think you're the only person in a million WWE players who likes the island? Obviously not. There's quite clearly a community. I agree with you on that. It's just what he means by that statement, which I have to agree is, there's so many people that don't like the island. It's very rare to speak to someone who actually does. I think That's the difference, you know. If that makes sense.
Yeah, and I tell people too that the only reason I'm still playing the island right now is because I.
Sorry, bro. Hey, listen. The chat are interrupting you. I apologise, but we got another membership.
I believe in Joe
Spencer, go! Oh yeah.
in Joe Hendry.
Hey, Spence, we love you, bro. Hey, we're gonna add another 50 matches. Fucking hell, guys, we're not even past match 47. You're adding another 50 matches. You heroes, crazy. 335. We love you, Spence, my beautiful bald brethren. Thank you, bro. I appreciate you. Yeah, so. Like, it's got to be hard being a fan of the island, right? It's got to be a fan. It's got to be hard being a fan of the island because, like, so many people.
I was gonna say, dude, the only reason that I'm still playing the island right now is because I'm trying to get max level, and because I'm actually at 33 out of 50, and I'm also trying to get to the highest rank, which is Diamond 1. So when I do that, my name's gonna be on the Hall of Legends building, however that's going to be displayed.
Yeah, please don't take this as disrespect, bro. Obviously, I appreciate the fact that you've come in with a debate. I think that's cool. Please don't take what I'm about to say as disrespect with you. But when you're going into the Hall of Fame with with a mode that no one cares about, I don't know how happy I'd be about that. You know, I'm not trying to disrespect you. I'm just saying it's cool that you'd be going into the Hall of Fame.
It's not about me being happy. It's about me being proud. Is a difference.
I mean, happy, proud, bro. Okay, if you're proud of something,
like admiring your moxie.
Right. Okay, but my point is that's like me throwing a paper aeroplane, having it land in the bin, right? And me going, oh my god, I've just fucking threw a paper aeroplane
Also,
into the bin.
hold on. Someone said in the chat, you're more full of shit with all you've been saying in the stream. I'm not even lying to myself when I say this. Like, there's other people. You can go into like different podcasts. You can see like, go to Kenny Bomb, go to Unsanctioned TV. They'll speak so fucking negative about WWE 2K25's The Island mode compared to what you say. But when the shit that I talk about that's passionate about The Island, I don't think it's as bad as everyone says that to be. It's like, basically, all right, think of it as like what a Minecraft movie was. I'm not into Minecraft. I never played the video games. Well, I have barely played it on Fire HD. And I've seen the movie. Do I think it's a bad movie? No, it's not for me. The comedy wasn't as good. Yeah, the comedy wasn't as good as I thought they were going to make it as intended. So it's like, if you look at that shit and say, well, it's not as bad as people think it is, it's similar to The Island. That's how I look at it.
I mean, I get that, but you're comparing one of the biggest franchises in the world with The Island. You know, it's a bit of
WWE franchise to Minecraft, but I get what you're trying to say. Yeah.
Okay. No, fair point. No. Fair. By the way, Zoo said if I threw a paper airplane straight in the bin, I'd be proud. I'm not gonna lie. No. What I mean is, like, that. What I mean by that is,
I appreciate that joke. By the way,
if I threw a paper airplane into the bin, right, I'd be proud of it. I'd be like, yo, that was a sick shot. But the majority do not give a shit. And that's my point, right? Now, if my faction had a Hall of Fame, I think that's a lot more... it's not more impressive, don't get me wrong, because I think online's still cheesy as fuck. By the way, I'm not trying to make out that my faction is this glorious mode compared to... Absolutely not. My faction is a bag of shit this year. I can happily admit that, right? But the island still doesn't clear it. That's the problem, right? If... Here, okay, let me talk more up.
Not saying it does too.
Let me say this. Let me speak more optimistic about the island, right? In order for me to think the island to be a good gamer, this is what needs to happen. Number one, there needs to be more single player content that can be repeatable, like MyFACTION, that gives... Because there's loads of players that have disabilities, that aren't good with reactions, that just don't... They can't play against other people, right? There's a lot of people that suffer with that, whether it's special needs. There's loads of people that suffer with stuff like that, right? So the game's not really accessible to a huge audience. The amount of people in my streams that have come in and said that they only play single player because their either hand-to-eye coordination's not great, they don't like online, for several reasons. Number one, it's not accessible to that group. So that's the first thing. Next year, there needs to be a lot more content.
Also, to add to your point as well, you think I'll also like to and this also goes for the chat too. You think I also like to be on the island and basically fucking just go around and just bully a fucking kid who's a 76 overall while I'm a 100? No, this shit's not fun.
No, of course.
It's not fun to anyone.
No, I appreciate that, right? But number one, more content.
And I can tell you talking shit as well too.
No, so number one, more content for single players, all right? Not having to wait 2 months for chapters would be great. I know it probably won't be another 2 month wait, it'll probably be quicker. But the point is there should always be at least some content to play, whether that be repeatable or not. So that's number one. Number two, they need to make it so you cannot use VC to raise your overall, right? By all means, use your VC to get consumables. Use your VC to unlock cool characters, sure. But giving you more overall is bullshit because it's pay to win straight away, right? At least with MyFACTION, okay, so many people paid £500 on the first day of MyFACTION to get what? Gold cards, bro. That's all they could do with that money, by the way, was just get gold cards.
It's also stupid here that there's no sign of the fucking
Yeah, live events, bro. Live events.
You know? No. There's no events in the island just yet. Still saying it's coming soon.
Yeah, no, but that's what I'm saying. Imagine if the island had live events.
That is one thing I don't like.
Right, like let's say there's 5 districts. How many districts? There's 5 districts, right? Why can't the 4 districts? Why can't the 4 districts all each have a weekly event each, right? Where each one has a different series of matches, right? Maybe the Oscar place, whatever the fuck you call it, the Japanese place. Maybe that could host a different bunch of Japanese
the arcade
wrestlers.
of tomorrow.
Yeah, right. So I'm trying to say to you how it could be
I know
better.
all the districts by name too. That's how much experience I can tell you that I have with this shit.
The point that I'm just making is right now the current state. So okay, let's compare MyFACTION to the island, right? Right now, MyFACTION, the content isn't the problem. The content isn't the problem. It's developer choices ruining the game mode. That's the problem. In the island, the problem is content. That's the problem. There's no content for majority. For you, there is because you're an online player. But for the majority of players, there's no content.
I wouldn't say that there's content.
So if you're saying
it's like no. I don't get it twisted. I said there is some content at first. Doesn't mean there's a whole lot of content. There is some content when you play through like the quests and shit. But if all you're having is quests, but then you're also having little sprinkles of cosmetics, can we really say that's a lot of content when there is not?
Well, I mean, my argument is the mode's really bad. Your argument was that you think it's better than people are giving it credit for, you know. So, if you wanna talk bad about the mode, go for it, bro. I'm trying to let me just before you respond.
Like I said,
let me just respond to chat just for 1 second, bro. Mike said, please tell me why you keep taunting outside. So, Mike, there's a glitch where you can just make them reset the cooldown timer, which is also in fucking My Island as well. For just because we're speaking about it, it's a glitch. It's in ranked players.
By the way, I don't think there's an island I don't think there's an island cooldown.
No, not cooldown. So you know where you wake up, you use a wake up taunt, and the wrestler gets off the mat. You know when you use the wake up taunt, you click up on the D-pad, and then they get up, they stand up. Well, if you put an opponent into a seating position, and you keep using the wake up taunt, they will never sit up. So all you have to do is throw them out the ring, and just keep using the wake up taunt, and then you've won the match essentially. So that's why. And by the way, if you want to use that in the island, Ghost, you want to get yourself some more beautiful RP for that wonderful Hall of Fame meals, go for it, man. You know, you can do that. That'll be fun.
Yeah.
Sorry, Mike. My bad, bro. I was responding. I was just also talking to Ghost. I apologize.
Oh my god. Sorry, it's not you. It's just I fucking. Oh my god. I hate. There's one nitpick I fucking have. It's not just with the island. It's the fucking community. If you are a My Superstar and I see you go for the spear, you're a fucking filthy casual.
Well,
like
that's another reason why it sucks.
You're going for the spear. You're going for the Superman punch. Like you're going for not the crossroads. Well, I see some people using crossroads. You're going for all these fucking moves that people use in the game, and you think that you're good when you're really not.
And that's the thing with my faction, though, right? At least with my faction, there's ways, if someone's using a broken card, there's ways to counter that card. There's certain moves you can't counter, but I'd like to add this, by the way, what Zeus said. Developer choices hurt the island too. I grinded level 3 Sting Like a Bee and they made it useless. So not only that, yeah, the developer choices are fucking up my faction, but at least there's content to play. Whereas the island...
And badge actions also take too long with Sting Like a Bee. I think I'm like at level 2. It's hard to remember.
But
because you also can't you also can't track your badge action progress when you are in a match. So when you're in a match, no, before you're in a match, you have to take a screenshot and then look at what badge action you have to do. And if you're lucky to even get a player to disconnect in the middle of a match, then it's GG's. You have free reign to just farm badge actions. Same thing you would do in a single player quest.
Yeah, no, I know what you're saying, but I think just to go back to the original point, the fact is, right now, the state of the island, there's a reason why it's so hated online. There's a reason why my faction was hated for the first 2 years, because it didn't have much content, and it just seemed pointless, because it's the only game mode where A, you can put money into it, and B, there was hardly any content. That's why so many people hated my faction. But do you know what my faction has that the island doesn't, that we still haven't mentioned? My faction has oddities, right, which are hugely, insanely popular. I'd say at least 45% of the audience who play my faction only play for oddities. The island doesn't even have anything like that. Alright, you have Nike shoes that you can use in the universe, but who gives a shit, right? Who cares? But that's my point.
Wait, what did he say? What did he say?
I'm saying my faction has oddities, right? Whereas
yeah,
the
I
island...
heard that part. You said something in the end.
So what I'm saying is, but the only thing... So with my faction, you can grind for oddities, and well, not just oddities. You can grind for... what are the cards called? Fuck.
Personas.
Yeah, that's the one, thank you. You can grind for personas, right? You can grind for personas, use them in all your other modes, etc., right? And it's wrestlers with different attires. Does it suck that you have to get it by my faction? Absolutely. But the point is, there's still a way to do that, right? It's still an option. You can get all of these.
I also like seeing the reactions and hearing the reactions of people whenever I get all these unlockables through the island. Like, I'm hearing people's reactions going, what the fuck? Like, people seeing me smash someone's head in with the fucking super sledgehammer, which is a buffed version of the normal sledgehammer that I would get from the island. And to what Zeus said in the chat about developer choices hurt the island too, that grinded level 3 Sting Like a Bee, and they made it useless. Yes, here's my thing with that. I don't understand why is it that I have to perform 500 diving attacks, perform reversals. The light attack I can understand, but no heavy attacks to get up to level 3 or level 4 is quite ridiculous.
But yeah, but beside the point, the fact of the matter is, bro, the fact of the matter is, there's so many more people, despite the issues on my faction, that would rather play my faction than the island. That's the point I was trying to make to you, alright? I think it's cool that you like it, and I do hope in future... Listen, I'm well aware it's not going anywhere. The 2K definitely made enough money off of it. There's already a shit ton of people paying to get level 99. They've made enough money off of it that it will stay around. But if it does stay around, I at least hope there's more reason to play it, okay? That's all I'm saying. But right now...
I'm thinking too.
It's terrible.
Next game, and I'm not speaking into existence when I say this. I'm going basically off of like past iterations of NBA 2K. They're probably gonna do some bullshit where they add like some vehicles, like skateboards and bicycles. They're probably gonna do like another type of feature where they have it where you open up your own map. And like, there's another thing people that I don't think they wanted as well too, but the other half wanted it as well too. They wanted to have it where they wanted to combine My Rise with the island, similar to how NBA 2K is doing there. their thing.
Yeah, I mean that's cool. I mean, as long as you can grind single player matches and you're not forced to play online, that's fine. I don't care. As long as I'm not forced to play online, I don't care. It's like this game, right? I can only play so much online until I'm sick to death of it. Why should I have to play online? And I don't want to play online, so I'm happy that there's a way that, you know, I can play it without having to worry about online. Given 2K, they would just make the mode even worse. Yeah, that's pretty much paramount with MyFACTIon. Like, they'll make it better in terms of content. I can see that happening.
we gotta prioritize what Ozzy is saying here. Is he talking just about the island, or is he talking about MyFACTIon? Because he said given 2K that would just make the mode even worse. We gotta go by what he means specifically.
Ozzy's talking about the island. 100. Ozzy, what are you speaking about? Are you speaking about MyFACTIon or the island? I guarantee it's the island because of the context.
Because whenever I played like the first month of the island, I went back and I wanted to see the evolution of NBA 2K's open world mode of this, the neighborhood transformed into the city on what it was gonna be like over the years. You compare that and see like what the island would be like. Because there is some problems to it as well too. Like I don't like the fact that you cannot team with your friends to go up against players online. I wish that was a feature in the island they had called Team Up.
Ozzy said the island, by the way. As I said.
Yeah,
Ozzy's
the island. Yeah, I expect them to do some shit like that. Had like some fucking skateboards and bicycles and stuff like that, and have like their own map you can open up. But then it's just like you need to not focus it solely on single player. You just going against players. I would like it if I would play with my friends, yeah. Instead of just having to like, invite them to the match and then we do like a singles match and we don't get VC, we don't get XP, we don't get our ranks up, this and that. So the island, it's not a mode now where you can just play with friends. Like, oh yeah, you can just play it by yourself, and that's not anything that's fun about it. To have that type of fun factor.
The problem is
the main point people that will play it is specifically is for the fact that they would just rank up all the way to the highest rank possible. And then if you're even curious, which I don't even see people doing, I saw one person do it, is max out all the damn badges. And that was it.
The problem is, right, I see what you're saying. The main problem is that the majority of the fan base hate it. That's the problem. Now, the majority of the fan base don't hate MyFACTIon. They don't hate the mode. They just hate some of the things that the developers are doing to the mode. But the reason why they're so pissed off about MyFACTIon is because of how much they like the mode. That's the difference. That's the difference, right? The difference is people like MyFACTIon. They just don't like what's happening to the mode. Whereas with the island, people are saying, why does it exist? That's the problem. Right? So many people don't know why it's there. So many people don't. They don't see the point of it, which I can't disagree with them, because a lot of the time it just feels like it's it feels like it's undercooked, and it feels like it should have been in 2K26. That's
Brother Boss says, don't forget 90. Yeah, like don't forget 90
No, it's cool, bro. No, I will, bro. Don't worry.
But yeah, this whole thing, I'm telling you right now, this whole island shit would have not existed if Ronnie 2K was around. I guarantee that. Because, like, this was not, let's not get it twisted. This was not fucking WWE 2K's idea. As much as they're making it out to be. This was literally, like, fucking Ronnie 2K's idea. He even had his whole hands full behind the scenes talking about how the island came about, what makes it great and shit. His PR talk.
I mean, regardless, like developers are developers. Like, there's gonna be people that prioritize money making. There's people that are gonna prioritize quality like that. That's not a WWE thing. That's a industry thing, right? That's just a problem with it anyway. Like, I think that's beside the point. But debating the island for like an hour has now made me want to play it even less, Louis said. But like,
No, that's fine. That's why I said the Iron's not for everyone.
the problem is not that it's okay. My faction's not for everyone, but the problem is the
No, no, no,
island
no,
feels
no,
like it's
no,
for
no.
no
Did
one.
I say my faction or did I say the island?
No. I'm saying to you, you said it's fine because it's not for everyone. And what I'm arguing that the problem isn't that it's not for everyone. The problem feels like it's hardly for anyone at all. That's the problem. My faction is quite a big player base because it's for quite a lot of people. Whereas, like, the island doesn't feel like it's for hardly anyone. Because if you like online games, right, you may as well play my faction. You may as well. The only reason you play the island is because you want a custom moveset and you want to cheese matches. That's the only reason.
That's what you may think, but I just play it. So I simply am just playing it just to get to the highest rank possible, and then get my max level, and then be done with it. Like if when they add more content, yeah, I'll be back onto it. Yeah, sure. And there's
No,
also another thing too, which fucks this up. They do not show you. By the way, are you having a long loading time with MyFACTION right now?
no.
Okay, because something just popped up. Oh, that's right. Bray just posted something in the Discord. Something about June live events.
But the point is, bro, like, not to beat a dead horse, so I don't want to talk about this for fucking 4 hours. The fact is,
Yeah,
you like the mode, that's okay. 95% of the fan base fucking hate it and don't want it to exist. And that's my point I'm saying to you. You can like it, but the problem is so many people hate it, it's a problem. I like my faction, I just don't like the island. But I'm not alone in that thought, because the mass majority agree with me. And the problem is, if it was a good mode, the mass majority wouldn't agree with me. That's the difference. That's the problem.
Do you want to know what the live events are going to be in MyFACTION?
I mean, sure.
Okay, because I had to restart my game, probably possibly because of a MyFACTION content update. But yeah, of course we got the numbers game. We have a new boss battle coming June 7th called Explosive Content, which I believe has something to do with CM Punk 2011. Yeah, CM Punk 2011, where he wore the Stone Cold Steve Austin shirt during the infamous pipe bomb. There's also another boss battle in June 21st called The Perfect Game. And then there's another one, well, it's not a real boss battle, it's a live event called Last Giant Standing, which is releasing around the time the second DLC pack releases.
Yeah. Okay, that's cool.
Yeah,
Oh,
so you saw the leaks coming from Whitty Witterson, right?
Yeah, Witty sends them me personally. Shout out to Witty, by the way. Man's always messaging me on Discord, just sending me shit. Shout out to him, legendary guy, man. We love him.
Oh my god, no, not you. I just saw some bullshit from Twitter at For You page, and like, oh man, 26 reveal trailer. I'm like, I don't care. It's the same game, but fucking worse every year.
That sounds like 2K. By the way, I could lose this, by the way, folks. I could actually lose this. The wake up taunt is so slow.
I was like so questionable of Angry Joe of why he always fucking ranted about the Madden NFL games, and I was like, okay, I can see why. Because these games are like the same shit every single fucking year, but worse. Like, how do you have a football game and majority of the positions of any football player is on one football player? Like, that's weird as shit.
I think a lot of things Angry Joe says is pretty correct, to be honest.
Yeah, some things I don't agree with him on, but a lot of others I agree.
We won, folks. I think we've got him. Oos, let's go. MFG, I posted the live event timeline of Discord live events today. Thank you, bro. I appreciate you, bro.
I told him about it. Thank
Yeah,
you.
I still appreciate it, though. Bro, we ever
I do.
fucking card.
Wait, what's up?
No, I'm just talking about the game. It's fine.
Oh my god. The first thing I see when I'm scrolling up on Twitter is, as a fan of women's wrestling WWE games, I won't be buying the next game, and I want to explain why. Women wrestling fans deserve better. It's like a whole fucking thread.
I mean, WWE have dropped the ball with women wrestling this year, to be honest.
No, like, I look at this shit in disgust because don't get me wrong, I'm not against diva stands and shit. I really think some things that they say that I can agree with, but a lot of others, I look at this shit and be like, dude, they fucking like go overboard with that shit.
Yeah, but every community has its overboard stands, right? It's not just that, like, every single person has overboard stands.
Like the last thing I seen was how they were like, oh yeah, fucking you gotta be fucking shitting me. You're gonna be putting the main event of Seth Rollins versus CM Punk versus Roman Reigns, WrestleMania 41. I'm like, bitch, shut the fuck up. Like, I hate to say that, but it's just like, shut up.
I only agree because there's not a better match to put on than that, you know? Like...
And also, too, CM Punk has never main evented WrestleMania. So it's like, be fucking happy that your women been in the semi-main event at WrestleMania.
No, I mean, no.
Which is like...
Okay, well, first of all, I don't think any of us can disagree. I think Charlotte and Tiffy had a much better match than Cody and Cena. That could have been a better main event than Cody and Cena could have. Now, before anyone says anything, I know why Cody and Cena was the main event. It's the main title of WWE. I get it. But the quality of the match, I much rather would have had Tiffy and Charlotte as the main event. I'm just saying. I think it's okay for people to be annoyed at what WWE have done with women wrestling. It's really bad this year. They've messed about with so much talent. Like, so much talent that they fucked about with. Like, obviously, I love Rhea Ripley, but it's literally just a Rhea Ripley show, right? And I do love Rhea Ripley, but oh no.
The complaints about the women's wrestling division in WWE should be applied to what's going on with, like, the women's tag team division. Why are the Diva stands not complaining about how the women's tag team division should be handled better, especially with how the women should be featured more on pay-per-views and showcased? Like, for one, I think there should have been a women's Intercontinental Championship match at WrestleMania 41, because that felt like that was wasted when you just had Bayley get written off television, all for Lyra Valkyria and Becky to win the belts, and then the next night you have them lose just for Becky Lynch to turn on them.
Yeah, like,
that pisses me off.
Yeah, but you make it out as if they only complain about one thing. I've seen loads of people complain about how the women's... What I'm saying is, like, all that's a tangent. The fact is, the entire women's roster is mismanaged. That's just a problem. Completely. Actually, I wouldn't just say the women. I think the men's roster is overmanaged at the moment. Or mismanaged.
Now that I will agree with you on, and I'm going to give you exposition of a certain type of group of people in the men's division that I do not... I'm a firm believer of this, all right? And I'm going to explain to you why. I feel like as if in the men's division, a lot of men in the black wrestling department is mismanaged. And what I mean is, when you have the tag team champions, SmackDown tag team champions specifically, Street Profits, that are not being featured on the WrestleMania 41 show alongside Motor City Machine Guns, that's actually criminal.
Yeah,
Because
no,
I
I
heard that the
agree.
reasons to why they're not putting Street Profits and then the Motor City Machine Guns in WrestleMania 41 was because I think they said their match went over 15 minutes. But I would argue a match like the New Day versus War Raiders went over that. And I don't agree with them putting the New Day versus War Raiders was because I feel like as if that was a whole way for fucking War Raiders to get their money paid because they were being sponsored. The whole match was sponsored by Clash of Clans. So it's like a lot of people don't give a shit about the New Day. The only reason people booed the New Day was because they were tired of them, especially after they just broke up with Big E.
I'm just gonna reply to chat for a second, bro.
Yeah.
So look, the internet wrestling community is full of toxic people. Always has been. Yeah, every single community has its bad apples, and that's my point. Obviously, the ICW is infamous for being toxic. So wrestling's got a ridiculously toxic base. Bo Paxton said, "MFG the GOAT." Hey, I appreciate you, bro. Is anyone else having oddities? Live events bug out when you try to play it? Yeah, quite a lot of people. I didn't have any issues, bro, to be truthful, but quite a lot of people are having problems. Jordan said the women's triple threat could have easily main evented night one. Obviously, in hindsight, it's obvious why the men's triple threat main evented, but hindsight is 2020. Yeah, of course. No, I agree. I think if anything, the perfect scenario would have been Roman, Seth, and Punk main event in night two. That's what I would have preferred because
Like night two, night one, I wouldn't have had the I wouldn't have had. Was it the SmackDown Women's Championship match on night one or night two?
Which one's SmackDown's again?
SmackDown was Tiffany Stratton versus Charlotte Flair.
Night two, I believe.
See, I would have had that in night 2, and then I would have had the triple threat be at night 1.
Actually, no, I think it was night one. 'Cause I think Bianca, Rhea, and Io was all night 2. Yeah, I think that is it. I think Tiffy was night 1 actually.
Yeah, see that triple threat, I wouldn't have not had it around the opener. I would have had that around the main event.
I mean, not. Oh yeah, so if the women's didn't even open, did it?
It was around the opener.
Jay opened night 1. Jay opened night 1. I'm trying to think who opened night 2. It might have been the women. Oh, it was the women. Okay, fair enough. Yeah. No, I think it's okay for a women's match to be in the opener because. Oh no, bro! I just caught myself. Fuck. I think that's okay. Like, I don't think there's anything innate. I'm just gonna quit this one, folks. I fucked up. I think the opener's just as good as the main event. It's like my GM. You need a good opening. You need a good closing, right? I think it's okay to have women as in an opening because men do it, women do it. I think that's fine. But I think there does need to be more representation for women's wrestling, personally.
Also, this comment, I agree with Ozzy. The whole mid-card titles, but the response would always be why if they don't even make the world titles feel important for long stretches of time. Here's the thing. Mid-card championships for the women felt it was like lacking to not have them. Because after the women lost the tag team titles, and I don't fuck with how the women were losing the tag team titles after I think it was Shayna Baszler and Ronda Rousey won them. So it's like this. I'll put it to you like this: is you need to have more competition in the women's division.
Invasion.
Hello.
God damn, who's this one, bro?
Soggy?
Hey, what's up, dude?
Yeah,
I know it
what's
says
going on, dude?
VIP and everything else like that, but see you in here. Wanted to come by and say hello.
Of course, bro. Welcome on in, my guy.
Good,
How are you?
Welcome.
Good. What are you guys up to?
We're just talking about the women's division, how it's being like mismanaged. I was talking about how the women's division I feel like needs more competition, especially how not having just the SmackDown Women's Championship, the Raw Women's Championship, and also the NXT Women's Championship. Um, and also too, I find it very disappointing how NXT has a lot of tag teams, and they had to go out of their way to be on SmackDown and Raw when NXT should have women's tag team titles.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I mean, I'm
I
happy they've got
definitely
mid card titles. To be honest, like I know a lot of people say it's mismanaged, and I think that's a fair point. But then so is the not the Intercontinental really, but so's United States. Like not recently they've been quite good, but I'm happy they're a thing. I'm happy that there's mid card titles. I'm
Yeah,
happy
like
there's a women's United States and whatnot.
that pissed me off. It was like what was it? Yeah, it was like we had the Meta Girls. We had Zarya and Sol Ruka. We have Roxanne and Cora Jade, which pissed me off that they got rid of her. But for some reason, because I remember someone in the back was like, "Hey, so we wanted to get rid of Cora Jade because we didn't like her physique. We felt like she was like pretty small when it came to like her body size." But I'm like, motherfucker, you
To that's like a cap thing because women's physique's never really been a thing. Women of all sizes have always won different titles. Like you look at one of the smallest women in AJ Lee, and then you look at one of the biggest women in Nia Jax, and they've both been successful. I don't really think a woman's size has anything to do with it.
Of course not. It's just a story that really goes along with it, which I personally alone don't feel like it's actually fair to a lot of wrestlers on either show. I mean, like NXT alone, it's gotten its fair portion now of crossovers, which is cool because have a lot of other wrestlers that, of course, were in Impact, were still around the wrestle, or other companies like if they ever decide to go with AEW, gets into the crossfire where they have AEW wrestlers come over, like how they did with Joe Hendricks. It will save the show, but not just only on SmackDown and Raw, but on all shows. That way it can pick up business regardless of whoever's doing what or whoever's doing bad. They can all real make business, make money together. And if they would have did it before, then there probably would have been more opportunities. Like the underground luchador wrestling that had a 3 title team title. Even in WWE, they won't do that to this day. But other companies have made it to the point that there's been 2 male successful tag team people with the 1 woman, female to be the other tag team, champion. So WWE, in my eyes, personally, as for 35 years old and getting older and starting off with the Attitude Era, they don't go out of their way to make other people notice in the story, and they only work with what like the 7 to 8 sidecars that they have, and then they try to base the main stories around everybody else. And even with all the new fires that just happened and everything, it's just pretty much morally of a sample of that, especially with our truth and everything else like that. It's the same with firing him and everything else like that. They should have just let him go with a retirement match. Regardless if he's 57 years old or not, they still should have let him go out the way he wanted to with everything he's done for the company and everything.
I will say, allow me to say this though about R-Truth. I am sad he's gone, but it's kind of harder to go out on a better momentum than against John fucking Cena, Like your last match is a main event against John Cena as a champion. Like, I think that's an okay way to go out. They should have just changed the story to make it more of a John Cena saying to R-Truth, "If I beat you, you must retire," and that would give John Cena more heat. I think that would have been the way to go, to be honest. Then just say,
"Oh yeah, it would have been a retire."
Yeah, I wanted to ask you guys a question about that. So Bully Ray, he actually did a podcast episode, and there was a clip that was being posted all over social media, and he was saying that John Cena should cut a promo talking about, quote, he is the reason why R-Truth doesn't work in WWE anymore.
Yeah,
And I feel like
not.
WWE should really capitalize on that, especially if John Cena is going to come out and address the WWE universe, like the fans, because he's going to hear the crowd chant, "We want truth." So I feel like if he hears that, the crowd should roar with more of those those chants, so that way he'll be like, "Hey, I'm the reason why R-Truth doesn't work a job anymore, because he talked to the final boss, gave him the word to send his ass packing straight to the little leagues, where he'll belong in the bingo halls as an independent wrestler."
I don't think it would be a good idea. I mean, John Cena's over, dude. The sad thing about it is
Because he can use that whole "I ruined professional wrestling" when he can say that part of why R-Truth even got fired from WWE to get more heel heat. I'm not a fan of this whole John Cena is a bad guy, yeah, so we're gonna cheer him after he said that he's gonna ruin professional wrestling. Why are you cheering a bad guy who is saying that he's going to ruin professional wrestling?
Because it's John Cena.
And like that, no, that doesn't work.
Of course it does. If CM Punk turned heel, said he was going to ruin wrestling, everyone would cheer him. Why? Because it's CM Punk.
We expect that shit from CM Punk.
CM Punk could tell the crowd that he slept with all of their mothers, and they would all still cheer him. That's just wrestling. Am I lying? That's just wrestling, bro.
Yeah. The promo is real. I agree with you, bro. No, the promo is real for sure. I'm just kind of like disappointed, but even that's morally of him just being like, you know, morally appreciative of his fans. He was at one of the side shows in a bar literally in Las Vegas when they were doing WrestleMania weekend, and he was DJing with the fans and everything else like that, actually on the turntable. So he talked to the fans, and regardless of anybody else, you know, he apologized. He most likely apologized too. He's just in the story. I personally just feel like at the end of the day, like, dude, with the way you won after every single time out of the last how many years they have fucked you out of that title, excuse my French, that you didn't need to turn heel. Like, you won you won yourself another chance.
I'm just going to repeat what Ozzy just said. John Cena is at the point where the heel turn is now not effective because of the years he's put in. People would cheer him no matter what. So when he first turned heel, it was a shock to everyone because it was like, oh my god, I thought that would never happen. But then as it's gone on, people just cheer him now because we're just happy he's heel. He's obviously not going to ruin wrestling. Like, you know, like we're aware of that. If anything, him turning heel, this is more to Ghost than anything. Like him turning heel was probably the best thing to happen to wrestling. I mean, okay. The matches have been piss poor, especially the Cody one at Mania, but as in the character.
But here's why I'm reacting the way that I'm reacting. Why are they now like cheering John Cena after all this time? Because my thing is like, if you want to add a little bit of kayfabe in there, which I know that fucking kayfabe is dead at this point, after how exploitive it's been. But my thing is like, I don't like how the crowd is fucking cheering the John Cena, and they like for some reason when R-Truth was going against fucking John Cena and also addressing him on that episode of SmackDown, they're cheering R-Truth and stuff. But like when R-Truth was gonna walk out, all right, after he cut that promo, R-Truth was hearing the audience. They were chanting, John Cena, John Cena, John Cena. I'm like, why are they not chanting for R-Truth?
No, but they like both. Because the majority of the fans understand it's just a fun wrestling match between the both of them. They understand that R-Truth's finally getting his flowers for everything he's done for the company, putting him in a main event, and they're just... He's a comedy act, right? No one takes R-Truth serious. He's a comedy act. The point is, and you say, why cheer him now? Cena's been cheered for the last 3 years, bro. I don't know what you mean. Ever since he went to Hollywood.
No, I remember. I remember.
Like
I love John Cena. It's nothing new, regardless. If you see him and spot him, just even when it comes down to like Solo Sikoa and what was it like Jay? Yeah, it was Solo Sikoa and Jacob Font too when they broke character in that match against Jimmy versus what's his name that just joined into the Bloodline family. Like, you can literally tell on their face, like, they didn't want to push him over or anything else like that. And then, of course, they tried to stop him so it didn't, hurt as much. But you can literally alone see Solo Sikoa, really scratching the inside of his ear, like, I don't know what you want me to do now. So you can tell, like, it's never anything personal because it's just all story. But what they do as professionals is morely what they have to do. So it's never ever any kind of hospitality, like the whole thing with The Rock and when they were sending like death threats towards his daughter because what he was doing towards Cody Rhodes. You can honestly say that was probably one of the main reasons why they were just like, fuck it, let Cody Rhodes win because of all the heat and attention that's coming from this and what's been displayed. Like, it may have been a good, rivalry and so on and so forth between Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes, but even with Roman Reigns being in different positions, not just, being tossed back into the title where everybody's going to go back to hating him again, that's good promotions, honestly, to actually go for whenever it comes down to it, but all said and done, like, we all know really much, well, pretty much that John Cena's, unless something else happens, like Travis Scott coming down to the ring or something like that, dude, we all know that Cody Rhodes is going to win back his title. Like,
yeah,
it's cool that they let three challengers,
Yeah, we just
back.
wanted Cena to have his 17, Like, that's cool. He's got his 17 now. And
I was one of the people that was chanting title 17.
Yeah, sure. That's what I'm saying, dude. Like, even with that, like, we were all happy for him. So, with that being the case, like, bro, there was no reason to turn heel. Like, it's cool if he wanted to go back to, like, his original villain Thugonomics, when he first started off, kicking freestyles and hitting people, with the chain and shit like that. That's cool. But at the end of the day, it's like, bro, come on, dude. Like, we all been hearing the same thing: hustle, loyalty,
I'll say this. Obviously, I'll be honest. I've not really had much chance to talk at the moment, so I'm just gonna jump in. Sorry, boys. I'll say this. I think I don't mind Cena's heel. I just don't like the way that they've done him heel. They turned him to a little bit of a bitch, and I prefer a dominant heel John Cena because that would make more sense. John Cena's dominated WWE over the last 20 years, right? Now you expect me to believe he's some bitch? Nah, just turn him into like a Brock Lesnar style heel, where he just bullies and batters people left and right and laughs about it, Don't turn him into a bitch. That's my only problem. But other than that, man,
I mean that's like saying Daniel Bryan's a bitch because originally he wrestled in Ring of Honor as a face, and then when he goes to WWE, he's a heel. But then he becomes a face, so when he's a heel, it's like, oh yeah, he's now like the protected champion, where he becomes a bitch and starts running away from fights. Like,
no, I think that's different because you're going from someone who was in Ring of Honor who went to WWE. That's a different company, different story. Like, the wrestler's the same, but I'm on about WWE. John Cena in WWE. For 20 years in WWE, he's been an absolute tank, dominating everyone, and now you expect me to believe he's some bitch? Like, come on, no. That's where I'm just like, nah. I don't believe that. I don't believe in
little kids. Like, yeah, dude. Like, come on, bro. Like, it's crazy.
You know how I would have done it? I'll be honest. This is how I would have done it. Sorry to interrupt you. You know, Elimination Chamber where he turned heel.
Yeah.
I would have done it the same way they done it, but the difference is I would have done it where instead of him just low blowing Cody, I would have it where he would put a chain around his fist like he did. But I would have it where it's a brutal beatdown, like when The Rock beat down Cody outside the bus. I would have it similar to that, where it's so bad the fans are just silent. Everyone's just like, Cody just gets pummeled on the floor by John for about 10 minutes. I would have done it like that. That's how I would have done it.
That whole nut shot shit that he did to R-Truth to go for the attitude adjustment, I thought that shit was mad corny. I'm just like, I would have liked it more effectively if, you know, he was listening to the crowd and shit, where he actually got into his consciousness at first, but then snaps back and then goes for attitude adjustment after, you know, he psychs him out for the fake handshake. That would have been more or cool. But this whole nut shit, like, I'm gonna kick you in the nuts and then go for the attitude adjustment, like that was stupid. I was not fucking with that.
I just don't really like bitch Cena. That's all. I'm just not a huge fan.
No, that was explained by The Miz. This The Miz, they said his contract's coming up with the company this year.
Yeah, he
and
unfollowed
he's already...
WWE.
Oh yeah, look, man. So with that being said, it's just like The Miz obviously agrees with everything that even we're saying, dude, because it would have been a fair match if he didn't lowball him. Even though it is a promo and everything, that's like then you're turning heel, but it's like, for that to be his last match because you feel like you're not going to use him in another promo, is like, that's ridiculous. I mean, let's just be honest, dude. With the way the
hold
WWE
on a second. I hate to interrupt. Yo, MG, I think you got some complainers in chat.
I think the complaints might be to you, bro.
I know, that's what I'm saying. I think we got some complainers.
I mean, if you want to address them, go
like,
for
I'm a passionate fan at heart. A lot of people for some reason have this critique, thinking that, oh yeah, just because you complain about professional wrestling makes you a hater. And I'm like, that's life. That's literally anything. That's like a movie, that's a TV show, like that's music, like that's...
I see what you're saying. Sorry to interrupt, but just to let you know, I think just to give you a bit more understanding about chat, and chat, tell me if I'm wrong. I think it's because a lot of what you've said has been hot takes. Like, I mean, number one, when you come into the voice chat, you're basically for an hour defending. No, you may not see it as defending, but myself and the chat probably see it as defending the island, right? And then the next bit, it's complaining about like John Cena and people chanting for him, whereas the majority of us understand it. So I think that's why they're saying it. You know. I could be wrong.
I like the fact that he has like a new Titantron and new moveset, like so slow, methodical, to where like you're not really used to that style of John Cena, to where like he wrestles that type of pacing. Because he, like, whenever you see him wrestle the type of pacing, it's more like it's energetic, it's charismatic, it's also versatile with like his moveset and everything like that. Like, he'll go for like the little monkey flips, he'll go for like the sunset flip power bomb. He'll wrestle that big match type of John Cena that you'll see that type of competitive edge to him. And you don't really get that with John Cena, which I respect about him as well too. His promo style at first felt like it was a little contradictory to what he was saying at first too, but then it actually improved later on when he had his time with Cody Rhodes in the ring. And that's the type of John Cena that I actually like, with his promo style, that I'm really not used to with John Cena.
I mean, I don't really think he was good with Cody in the ring at all. I think him and Cody just did not cook at all. Like, Cody just cooked him in every promo, and Cena just stood there for the majority. He had one night where he...
a lot of people were like, yo, John Cena actually cooked the shit out of John Cena there. And John Cena cooked a lot. He cooked the shit out of Cody Rhodes.
Nah,
I didn't think so.
I mean, chat, let me know what you think. Do you think Cody won in a promo battle that we saw? Do you think Cody won, or do you think Cena won? I'll be honest, I think Cody won the majority of it, personally, but I don't know.
Yeah, Cody won majority. Look, the fact of the matter of things that they mentioned in the promo, like the fact of the matter that they knew for a fact they couldn't mention Vince McMahon. Like Vince McMahon, with the way he went with the story in the company and what he did with John Cena and everything, and not only is it fact, from how long ago when people may have said that John Cena can't wrestle, the fact of the matter that it was said in the past, dude, still offends him to this day. Cody Rhodes not only is and I explained this to somebody too, dude. Cody Rhodes is really a technical wrestler, dude. John Cena is a powerhouse. He can beat him in whatever way he wants to. So he would have only had one just because of the fact that Travis Scott came down in the fact of the match, which that's what happened. It was part of the story in the promo. You know, it's cool that they give two other people, you know, the chance to win, you know, the title and whatnot. But no, dude. It would have been interesting to see Randy Orton win the title just to go up against Cody Rhodes, if that's what they were going to do. But the fact of the matter that they let him, you know, defend the title 3 times, it's also cool as well. But yeah.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I think just right now, the state of wrestling. I think since since John Cena's come back on the scene, I've not been that interested in WWE. I mean, if anyone in the chat love it, that's cool. That's all cool.
Have you been following what's been going on with TNA?
I don't watch. I'll be honest with you, bro. With streaming, making content, I just about have enough time to watch WWE, and even that's only SmackDown and Raw. So actually, right now, I'm not even watching SmackDown and Raw. I'm just watching all the highlights, and I just watch the pay-per-views, well, PLEs, if you will. I don't have enough time, man. With work, streaming, content, I don't have enough time to do all that, I'll be honest with you. Shout out to all of you that watch New Japan, TNA, AEW, and WWE. Or otherwise called the ICW. I can't watch that shit, bro. I do go onto YouTube though in my spare time and watch, like, for example, Tony Storm on AEW. She's done amazing, you know. Like, I can respect TNA. I can respect AEW. I think competition's a good thing. It's just I don't have the time, bro. I'll be honest.
Yeah, people are saying that R-Truth should be all elite, which I disagree. I think he would be great in TNA.
Let me just answer this, sorry, bro. Bray said, MFG, are we allowed to join the VIP chat for a certain level on Discord? The VIP chat is for silver members and above of the YouTube channel, bro.
In general, and see y'all in here and didn't realize what y'all were doing, and glad y'all still ain't kicked me out yet.
No, I mean you're a silver member, aren't you, bro? Or gold, whatever you are.
Yeah, I'm on your Discord, bro. I've been in there for at least.
No, I mean the YouTube channel. Oh, he's dragged up. Oh dear. Oh, okay. Well, apparently Sophie said you're not a silver member. It's fine. You're already in here now. If people just want to join in here while I'm still open, go for it, bro. Go for it. Obviously, after this one, we are gonna lock it to silver members because it's meant to be. But my bad, I didn't know. It's cool though. It's cool.
I will become a silver member, and actually I did get paid, so I'll send you some money later on.
Oh, it's all cool, bro. It's all cool. Obviously, I don't want it to be like that. You're not talking to me if
No,
you're not.
no. Shut up. I'm still doing it.
Obviously, other people have paid for that, so I didn't realise. But didn't we set it up so today?
No, you're cool, dude. No, it's not even that. I literally alone watching one of yours or so on. I literally alone send out like $6.
If any of you want to join, obviously, because Dre's in here. If any of you want to join, that's fair. By all means, if you can get in today, go for it. So, Bray, if you can get in, bro, if it lets you join, then by all means, go for it, bro.
As long as you're not controlling bullshit.
No, I'm not that kind of guy, man. You know me, I'm just...
No, I know you, bro, shit, but just people, join your Discord and doing all the extra shit, like, no. Like, Spencer's cool, Lois, Bray, shit like that, the few other people personally is cool, but, just random people join your channel, yeah, I got you, dog.
No, it's all good, my bro. It's all good. It's one of those things. I don't know, the Discord. But yeah, Bray, if you can get in, bro, by all means, just come and join. You're more than welcome to. That's fair. That's fair.
In the Discord, dude. If you're in the Discord, bro, and you're on your system, yeah, for sure.
I mean, even if you're not a silver member, bro, if it lets you join, just come and join in for this one. As we obviously, if we've got Drain here who's not silver, it's fair that anyone else who's not silver can join for today. That's fine. Hey, oh shit! I didn't get my 90 MFP. Motherfucker, bro.
Hey, MFG, what's up? What's up, MFG?
Yo, gang, what we saying? Chat. Hello, hello. Who we got in here then? Who we got in here? Let me take a look. Alright. Oh, it's Bray? Yo, Bray?
Yo, what's up?
Oh, what's happening, bro? How are you?
Hey, I tell you what, dude, the IWC going toxic last night on that Raw ending.
Oh, was that? Shit. I'm not too sure. What happened on the Raw ending, bro?
El Grande Americano winning. We're punking her AJ. I'm like, damn, dude. Yeah.
I like El Grande. It's okay. I like Omos.
It's Omos.
Need to borrow your lighter.
It's definitely Omos. No one can tell me otherwise. Until it's confirmed it's not Omos, I'm not believing
it. Hey, it's funny because Omos, all these are releases, and Omos keeps avoiding them.
Yeah, right. That's what I'm saying, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like have they released Omos? They've not released Omos, have they?
No.
Yeah.
They're really holding his contract hot.
They're holding him because he's performing there every week, bro, as El Grande Americano, I swear.
Look, as long as he's getting promoted and everything else like that, is that's what it comes down to. Like, if there was a card, if there was a show that had like maybe 13 cards open for wrestlers, like AEW, everybody honestly would get a chance, dude. Like, WWE pretty much is just merely a promotion and whatever else. But when it comes down to like other companies, so long as they're pretty much paying you close enough the same, and you saved up, a lot of good money from the WWE, then like, dude, you should be able to honestly feel comfortable and still perform your act without having to feel like someone's gonna make you lose. Like, it should be actually like a company that lets you guys both go at it. And then whoever wins or feels like they can't wrestle anymore, then just let that person actually win the wrestling match. Like, there shouldn't be a way to be told, okay, well, you're going to lose this regardless if you get injured or not.
WWE
should
booking,
be open.
Bro. WWE booking,
Mm-hmm.
It's a wild one. It's a wildness.
The politics are real.
Oh yeah, there's always. See, like, if you wanted to cook John Cena in a promo battle, just say to him, how many people have you got fired backstage? Do some much CM Punk would say. Some mad shit like that.
Yeah, I guess.
I heard John Cena. I heard John Cena get upset backstage after he cut that promo face to face with Cody Rhodes on Raw.
Yeah, I guess we'll get Money in the Bank packs according to the live event on Friday.
Oh, nice, man. 50k MFP.
So the collection. So I'm guessing the collection reward
will probably see
of the Money in the Bank with CM Punk 2011.
Because you face him in the boss battle.
Well,
I thought you had to play as him.
I wonder how long this game is going to last this year, though. With the packs being the most expensive they've ever been, I can see a lot of people dropping off this mode, to be honest. It's TH Jamie that's keeping us all together. Shout out to TH Jamie.
For sure. Hey, dude. TH Jamie, I seen, so someone had made, so it was SmackDown Hotel had made a post, and they did a shout out to TH Jamie the other day, like, I believe 2 to 3 days ago, when they released the Rock Elite card again, and it was like, I think, 12 KVPs.
No, TH Jamie's dope, man. Obviously, I speak to that guy quite a lot. We speak to each other on Discord and whatnot. But we are going to make some content together at some point. I just need to find time to be able to make it with him in casual. But yeah, no, it's cool, man. Jamie's fucking super dope, bro. Jamie's super dope. He's one of the most chill guys I talk to be honest with you. you reckon we'll get another pack increase Friday? Nah. There's so much backlash from the 30k pack, bro. I can't. Okay, I don't want it to be, but WWE is stupid, right? So maybe they will. I don't know.
We're gonna $20.
I was not. I
cosmetic
did not
for it.
mind the whole Superstar Series Super Pack that came out.
No, me neither, bro. Because that pack made me 2 million.
Hey, Jamie got
That
4
part.
million because of it.
Bro, I got 1.5 million.
Yeah, bro.
I was happy with that.
I sat there
spent
for
all-
like 3 hours getting 2 million. I was not stopping until they forced it. But I did say, people like, they're not going to patch it. I was like, are you fucking joking? We're getting millions, bro. They're 100% patching that shit. Come on.
I think.
But what's funny is we had to tell 2K we didn't get the rewards, the set rewards.
Yeah, we were like, bro, sorry for making 2 million off this, but could you give us a set rewards? Thanks.
Yeah.
Still
Fuck it,
haven't
they
gotten
deserve
the. Oh, you're cool. I still haven't gotten those 2 Ruby
Yo,
cards
Chris,
that
what's
they
going on,
said
bro?
yeah, with those.
Tuesday's going good for me, man. Just talking with the gang. How are you, bro?
T.H. Jamie was the first YouTuber I watched that got me into the concept of MyFACTIon.
Yeah, there were mainly from the UK. There's mainly 2 people. So for Twitter, I was running my faction content, and then for YouTube, TH Jamie, because TH Jamie was making 2K24 content. I made a little bit on 2K24, but I mainly started on 2K25.
Shit, Cause I ain't really used Jake the Snake like that on the 2K24. Like I really got him by luck, and that's that though. Like all the new wrestlers, especially on 2K25 and everything, all the way to the grinding method that I picked up from you. Like, dude, I literally alone grind out the fucking water just to get a lot of good stuff on this game. And a lot of the stuff that honestly I did, if I didn't honestly get the information from you to honestly do it, I probably still wouldn't have these challenges.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna
We
release.
got a long while.
I'm gonna be releasing a video tonight, man, on how to do this glitch method. You know what I've been doing to win these matches. So we'll see. Hopefully, a lot of people enjoy that one. So a lot of people have been asking me how to do this glitch.
That shit, because it's appreciation. Like I found TH Jamie pretty much after I ended up, finding your channel.
The
Regardless
numbers
of
game
anything, I appreciate
event
it.
will end on August 1st. August 1st is when the numbers event, so that will be the next time we get the oddity. Next set of it.
Have you tried ranked
Does
yet?
anybody,
bro.
About 2 months.
does anybody know when we're getting Japan?
Oh, bro, probably 2K26. I'm just gonna open I'm gonna open
That's the problem, man.
Give me break.
We should have like a whole like roadmap of when to expect these.
Oh, we got Bray! Let's go! Sorry, folks. We got the Fiend, folks. The last card for the Sinister set. We've completed Sinister. Let's go. We've completed Sinister.
And you got the Alexa.
Nice.
And we got Alexa Bliss. Boom! Let's go, man. Nice. So we have now completed.
Like a B.
We have now completed Superstar Series Legends Fierce, Ascent Electric Tempest, WrestleMania 1 and 2, Superstar Pack, Demastered, and Sinister, and Superstar Series 2. So we've completed every single pack possible in this game. And now, because I've done that, I'm now going to grind for the Gauntlet, folks, alright? So shout out to everyone in voice chat right now. They're going to carry me while I just chill and grind. So fantastic. Let's do it.
Congratulations.
Lewis, appreciate you, bro.
For sure. I had to try to get that card the last weekend. It took me probably about maybe 5 deluxe packs. Got it. So kudos on that shit.
By the way, guys, don't expect a pack opening on Friday because I'm not allowed to spend MFP until I've completed 1,000 matches, okay? So, y'all probably going to be waiting until fucking September, alright?
Right, well, good luck in that CM Punk.
I know, bro. I
What
know.
packs are coming out?
I think Friday,
Might
right?
have spent that VC. Some VC on that thing.
Fuck that. You'll never see me spending VC, bro. Never. Never. I could have $1 million in my bank right now and I still wouldn't buy VC. Fuck that shit.
I'm actually gonna spend the free VC that they actually give out.
Louis said,
2
open your other
times.
packs. But Louis, there's nothing I can get, bro. Just MFP, you know? Fuck it, I'll open it though. I'll open them. I'll open them. I'll open them. What are we gonna get? Hey, 2,500 for that one. Demastered, go on, give me a ruby for just for the MFP, why not? Can someone do the calculation for me, folks? Can anyone who's good at maths do me a calculation? I basically need 940 matches. Times that by 500 MFP, and what's that?
Oh, yeah.
940 times 500 MFP. What's that? Well, just times 500.
Question for the chat. I've been.
It looks like we're going to need the Roman Reigns supposedly brawl card to do the boss battle.
We're gonna need the Roman Reigns, you said?
Yeah, the Roman Reigns that has it's that render that has the OTC hoodie.
Okay.
So
Jordan
so
said
the
someone
one
in the
with
voice chat is
OTC hoodie is
echoing.
going to be from the blind pack.
I've turned them down. Jordan. Don't worry. 2 sapphires in that last pack. Not bad. 470k. Okay. So what? I'm gonna basically be back at $1 million before I can open packs again. Fan-fucking-tastic. Awesome. Let me
No,
complete
these
the
packs
weeks.
will probably be like 300,000.
I'm 2 weeks behind on the weekly towers, folks. So I'm just gonna complete these 10 matches real quick. All right, we're gonna use JU, so you already know. It's just me, Oos. Also, I just want to say,
It's actually funny because his theme song is playing on my game right now.
wait, they give you free finishers to start the match? That's ridiculous. Excuse me. So.
Yeah.
So we're gonna be playing as Roman Reigns against CM Punk 2011.
Yeah, basically. It's called explosive content.
Content, the magical word of 2K. Hey, one match done. Let's go. Are you doing faction wars as part of the gauntlet or draft, or do you have all the cards? You know what, Jordan? That's a good point. You know what? I didn't think about that. I should do faction wars. You've got a fucking fantastic point. I'll do that after weekly towers actually. Oh, a 1-on-1 for the women's. Who's the best women in the game right now? I mean, Liv's good, but I don't like her badges really. Well, Alexa, should we try Alexa? Let's try Alexa. Fuck it.
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
You don't have a
Who
single
the
lead.
fuck asked you? By the way, that was to my Alexa, not to you in the voice chat.
It's actually funny. I actually watched a video of it was like a Alexa Bliss interview, and then Alexa recognized it as Alexa.
That's ridiculous. I'd hate to have that name. You can actually change the device's name, so you can say another name. I might need to change it from any superstar, you know, because every time I say Alexa, she's like, sorry, I do not know that one. I'm like, what the fuck? Change it to bitch. Hey, yo, bitch! What, so the audience can call me sexist? No thanks.
Change it to R-Truth.
Save it to R-Truth. And Alexa just goes, what's up? Ooh. Ooh, come on, Alexa, you got this.
And yes, the Ruby Sensei Nakamura you get counts
Wait, you get the what? Sorry,
from the Weekly Tower.
the what's he got? Ruby Shinsuke Nakamura. What did you say about him?
It counts towards selection.
Oh yeah. What is Alexa's? Okay, insult to injury. That's fine. What's a submission? Does she have a submission? She doesn't have a submission move, but she has Gold Anaconda. Make it make sense.
Oh my god. Is anyone here gonna watch PlayStation State of Play?
Nah, I mean, I like PlayStation, bro, but they're like my third favorite console company. I'm a Xbox and Nintendo fan overall.
I ain't gonna lie, I was actually not
I
buying,
like PlayStation State of Plays, but every time this shit like starts, everyone like sets their fucking expectations way too high. I'm already seeing people saying, "Oh man, I can't wait to see fucking Marvel's Wolverine, Marvel Spider-Man 3,
Bro, just give
Marvel
me Kingdom
Spider-Man
Hearts 4.
2."
Just give me Kingdom Hearts 4. That's all I want.
You see the latest screenshots?
What, for Kingdom Hearts?
Yeah, Kingdom Hearts 4.
Nah.
Yeah, they revealed them a while back.
No, I've not. I mean, I might have done. Oh, bro, her submission is actually so cool to do.
Wait, where's... Hold on. I go on Twitter and someone said, I firmly believe Chris Jericho is signing with WWE. Because I've been watching AEW, and I haven't seen Chris Jericho in AEW in a while.
Yeah, kick out that one, bitch. Kick out of that, I fucking dare you. Nice. Yeah, Alexa's fun. Alexa's fun to use, man. She's fun to use.
Yeah. Yo, MFD.
Yeah, what's up, bro?
Yeah, Nintendo came out with a warning that says do not remove the pre-installed protective
Film.
screen
Yeah,
front.
yeah. Yeah, apparently you're not meant to remove it. I'm not gonna touch it, to be fair. If they're gonna tell people not to remove it,
Besides, you'll be too
it.
focused on Mario Kart to even notice it's there.
True. I mean, my Switch will probably live in the dock, bro, unless my fiance is using it, because my partner's probably gonna use mine until she gets a Switch too. But it'll just be in the dock just to make content with, really. Like, if I didn't make content, I wouldn't buy a Switch 2, because it's not worth the money for me. But because I make content, it pays for itself, you know. Like, a lot of people will say, "Oh, why would you waste so much money on the Bloodline?" You've got to understand, folks, I didn't waste any money on the Bloodline. I got that shit through money from Twitch and YouTube, alright? I ain't fucking paying. I ain't paying out of my own money for that. Fuck that.
Oh, anyone even gonna get the Nintendo Switch 2?
Yeah, I'm getting it obviously first day, but I don't know if anyone else.
I'm not gonna get it.
Obviously, I'm a huge Nintendo fan anyway. Like, I'm a huge Pokemon fan as well. So with me, it makes sense. But I understand other people not getting it. Bro, what's that random noise in the call? Who's?
I'm hearing that too.
Oh, it's Bray. Yo, Bray, you watching TV or something, bro?
No.
Oh, I'm sorry. I could hear stuff in the background. That's all.
It's my fan. I use it to cool off my Xbox.
Oh. Yeah, you know the Xbox is cooked when you have to have a fan on it, bro.
Yeah.
That's insane. No, there's like, I can hear TV, bro. That's not a fan. I can hear like a TV.
Yeah, my living room TV.
Alright, bro. I mean, are you able to turn it down slightly? Or maybe mute if you're not talking? Just because I can hear it in the background. Take that, Axiom, you bastard. Come on, Jay, let's go. 64 matches, folks. Only 936 to go. Hell in the cell, triple threat, okay. Wait, is my boy Omos in this? I might just let him win, fuck it. Alright, me versus Ludwig versus America. Grande Americano. Oh my god, we just got both of them. Tell you that, you bastards.
I'm expecting him to be a Persona card.
Wait, guess Woody confirmed that we're getting Mexico as a region.
He just confirmed just now?
No, he confirmed it a while back, but it's on his Twitter.
Oh, what, me? I'm pretty sure WWE confirmed that themselves. I'm pretty sure, unless it was in the files. I've seen it around there. Quite a lot of people have stated it. I do think it is true. I mean, it makes sense that Mexico's going to be in it with the whole AAA, you know.
I say if he gets Switch for the first time, probably it'd be best if you get the Pro controller.
I'll get the Pro controller at some point.
Well, because a lot of people say the Joy-Cons are like too small for your hands.
I think they've improved that on the Switch too. They have improved that on the Switch too. I mean, it's still Joy-Cons. I think are always going to be a little bit small, but.
Hey. I tell you what, they're not going to be successful for game chat because everyone's probably going to be using Discord.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't understand that. They've spent a lot of time on this game chat feature, and I'm like, bro, we literally have Discord, but okay.
Everyone's got Discord.
Turns out I can game and
what
talk to my friends 10 years ago, you know.
What do you guys think of this Greek God of War game? It's going to be a 2.5D Metroidvania.
I mean, if they want to turn God of War to a 2, as long as they still do the main 3D franchise, I don't really have a problem with it. Like, I think it's cool. Like, I don't know. When is the PlayStation State of Play?
Tomorrow.
Is it? Okay. No doubt some fucking idiots will probably want GTA 6 to be shown, you know.
No, some idiots want Marvel Spider-Man, not Marvel Spider-Man, Marvel Wolverine to be shown.
I do think Wolverine will be shown though. I mean, it was showing off like what 4 years ago. I think it's about time they showed some of that game. I don't think that's too unrealistic, to be fair. I wouldn't be surprised about a Last of Us update as well. I'll be honest with you, considering we haven't actually had a Last of Us this year.
I'm getting so Last of Us out.
I mean, yeah, with the TV series, like they've remade the game like 47 fucking times. It's the new Skyrim at this point, but you know.
Yeah, here it is. I just found like the article. So something to do with like Neil Druckmann.
Neil Druckmann.
Yeah, Neil Druckmann said he has production plans to release The Last of Us, the show, the game, sometime in the next 5 years. All actors from the show will reprise their roles. like just making me read that like made my brain hurt. Like I liked the first Last of Us. I didn't like the second one. I thought the
Yeah, I
gameplay was
hated
good.
the second
Story
one.
wasn't.
Fucking
Story
hated the
wasn't
second one.
all that good.
Like they, spoilers alert, but I don't really care, folks. Listen, if you've not watched it or played it by now, your fault. Killing Joel in the first hour of the game, fucking the stupidest move in gaming, in my opinion.
It also wasn't uncharacteristic.
Yeah. You meet a couple of strangers. By the way, I'm Tommy. This is my brother Joe. We live down the road. Kill us, bro. What? Come on, relax. This is a veteran in the business of killing people. You're gonna start giving your name to random people you've never met. I don't even tell random people my name. The fuck. You expect me to believe Joel, who literally took out about 170 people in the hospital, you expect me to believe he's now gone to the point where he's like, hello everyone? Nah.
So also confronted Henry and Sam when they first met. Like Joel never took kindly to strangers in the first game.
But he's gone all soft now.
And then people say to me, "Oh, but Joel is a lot more wiser." Like,
Wiser? Yeah, say that to the golf club that fucking beat him to death.
Who is the worst Mario character? Like the absolute worst.
I'm gonna say Cal just to wind everyone up.
I swear Bowser is the worst kidnapper. He always fails.
No, see, I think him and Peach have got a secret relationship, and he just lets Mario take her.
I mean, there's the whole theory about Peach's like about that Peach having that baby Bowser with him and everything. That whole theory.
Referee count? Oh, for fuck's sakes. Oh my god, we're getting cooked. We're getting cooked. We're getting cooked. Oh, bro, we lost. That's some bullshit. Let me play that again.
so I saw that you played Grand Theft Auto 4. Was this your first time playing it?
Nah, bro. I was a master at Grand Theft Auto 4. Grand Theft Auto 4 was... I literally had Russian clans try and ask me to join them back in 360 days. I was honestly, I'm not good at many games. I was fucking goated at Grand Theft. The playthrough wouldn't lead you to believe that because I crash everywhere. But listen, once upon a time, when I was a fucking 14-year-old, you know, I was very, very good at Grand Theft Auto 4. But I always said I would always make a playthrough of it on a channel one day, and now I'm making that come to fruition.
Yeah, did you ever, was that like one of your favorite Grand Theft Autos?
Was it, what did you say, was it my favourite Grand Theft Auto?
One of your favorite Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah, GTA, well, GTA 4 is my favourite Grand Theft Auto.
You got that, the DLC for it.
Yeah, Lost and Damned Ballad of Gay Tony, unbelievable.
It's actually cool because you can actually see Luis from the Ballad of Gay Tony in GTA 5 Online when you own the nightclub.
Yeah, it's great. You see him in the photo frame, right?
Yeah.
Everyone's saying, "Oh, Rockstar's telling us, oh, GTA 5 was the first one with 3 playable protagonists." I don't think so.
Apparently, they wanted to do
GTA
replayable protagonists for years.
GTA 4 technically had it first.
GTA 4 did have it first, yeah. I mean, it still makes me sad what they did to Johnny Klebitz, but oh well.
Oh yeah, they really turned him very fucking soft, and not just him, his whole fucking MC, his lost MC.
Bro, if you play GTA 5, you literally kill like the entire organization of the Lost.
Yeah, it's insane.
I mean, you kill Terry and Clay on the way to killing other people.
It's mad, they just grabbed the entire DLC of GTA 4 and said, fuck you.
Except Luis Lopez. He's technically still alive.
Same with Nico Bellic. But,
And
but Michael Ballack doesn't get on with Rockstar Games anymore, so unfortunately he probably won't be making a return.
Yep.
I hear they're gonna possibly remaster GTA.
Yeah, I heard about that too.
Well, here's the thing: if they remaster it, it needs to release before Christmas, because they will not release a GTA 4 remaster next year, especially before May. There's no way they're going to release a brand new game just before GTA 6 is coming out. That's just suicide to money.
MFG, what was your favorite mission in GTA 4?
Free
If you can remember. Of course, it has to be the hardest mission.
No, my favorite mission is the 3-leaf clover. I don't know if you know what that one that is. I can tell you if you don't know what one that is.
Yes. The bank with Packy.
Yeah, bro.
Yes. You go down the street. You know.
Yeah, I mean,
we all know the canon ending is obviously revenge.
Of course. Obviously, I'll probably. I mean, I don't really care about spoilers, but obviously for the playthrough, I'm not going to talk about, because in the playthrough I don't really talk the spoilers. I obviously know what happens, but apparently I might not even be able to complete the game because of a glitch on the system. So I don't even know.
What was the glitch?
So the glitch, after you do the revenge ordeal, the last mission where you grab the helicopter, you know what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah. I mean, I don't think it's on. I know it's on for PC for sure. You gotta do the whole you gotta drop your FPS.
What's happened is, because of the 60 frames on Series X, it's also a Series X problem. However, when I stream on my monitor, my games are not 60 frames because on my monitor isn't 60 frames. So there's a small chance that my playthrough will still be okay because I don't play on an expensive monitor. Potentially, I don't know. Alright, we've done week 15, let's do week 16. Another tables match? I swear week. Okay, fair enough.
I swear, no one rocks, sir. They're gonna re-release GTA 5 again on the PS6.
Nah, trust me. Once GTA 6 is out, Grand Theft Auto 5 is forgotten about, bro. That game will be pushed to the moon. They ain't gonna spend 17 years to make.
Yeah.
Well, not 17 years, like 14 years or something like that. Oh no, 20.
If you're a gamer,
12 years. Sorry, 13 years when it comes out. Yeah.
It will be. Yeah, it will be. Yeah, their Grand Theft 5 will be 13 years old next year.
Yeah, it'll be 13 years old next year. It came out 2013.
And GTA 6 is part of the HD universe.
It is.
Yeah.
No, that's what I'm saying.
No,
I know it is. Yeah, I know it is.
The HD.
You've got characters.
The HD universe started with GTA 4.
Yep. Because you've got characters from GTA 4 in it. Yep.
The 2D universe was the Grand Theft Auto, the Grand Theft Auto 1 and both of those, and 2. It's funny. I look at the universes, and the 3D universe has the most games. Technically,
Oh yeah, obviously. I mean, you've got
I mean,
GTA
you got GTA
3,
3, Vice City,
Vice City,
Advance,
San
the
Andreas,
Vice City
Liberty City
Stories.
Story. Yeah.
Yeah, I heard they when I heard the remaster at first they remastered for the trilogy GTA 3, Vice City, and San Andreas. I heard the reviews were absolutely terrible when they remastered it.
Yeah, there was. Yeah, that's not wrong. You heard right. It was.
Yeah, well, hey, well, we'll see. Hey, GTA 6 potentially game of the year next year.
Potentially? That's crazy.
Well, what's going to rival it?
No, that's my point. There's no potential about it. It's 100%
GTA
game
6
of the year.
I'm sure going to make billions next year. Make probably another few billion next year.
They'll make well, at least
Hell, they might.
10 billion in the first 6 months.
Hell,
at
they
least.
might make trillion.
Nah, they ain't gonna make a trillion, bro. Even the Pokemon's the biggest franchise in the world. Even Pokemon's not worth a fucking trillion.
Yeah, no, they ain't working. They
Ain't getting a trillion. I predict 10 billion by the end of the year, but we're not in a world yet where trillions a possibility. I don't think.
I knew someone's going off on Twitter about El Grande America almost winning. Like,
Oh my.
hey, okay, so if you think it's almost, then why did on El Grande Americano's boots did it say CG on it, honoring Chad Gable?
Cocked giant. That's what I think
Hey,
it says.
hey, so there's a post on. I'm looking at somebody's post here on Twitter, and they're playing like I think.
You ain't kicking out of this, bro. Fuck you.
Nice. Yeah. Bro, even Rhea Ripley wore an R-Truth shirt.
Shout out to Rhea Ripley.
Yeah. Well, hey, I mean, the whole Judgment Day thing with R-Truth.
I love R-Truth, bro. I think R-Truth's amazing.
Bro, his Hall of Fame speech, if he gets in, oh my gosh, bro, it's gonna be dying.
Yeah, you wonder if he's going to go for a comedy actor or if he's going to break kayfabe, I suppose.
Hey, CM Punk calling out John Cena on Raw last night.
Nice. Yeah, I mean, that's where they're going to. They're heading to Cena versus Punk.
SummerSlam?
Yeah, 100%. It's got to be. Night 2.
Yeah. Because Punk on Raw last night said, quote, he's publicly ending everyone because he sold his soul to a ball fraud goof. I feel like we're gonna get Stephanie Vaquer and Rhea Ripley at some point because that segment.
Fuck it. Put Stephanie Vaquer on the men's roster. I'll watch.
Hey, give everyone X. Freaking Pat last night trying to do Booker T's this is that move she does. That devil's kiss.
Oh my god, I just got finished by fucking... Okay, that's cool. I got out of it, it's fine.
Until somebody on the beautiful Mouse Julia user on Discord the other night that basically that the women's Money in the Bank ladder match will be the match of the night at Money in the Bank.
I mean, I can see that.
But yeah, it's not going to be the tag match. I'll tell you that.
I mean, I don't know. You know, Logan's a good wrestler. Punk's good.
But the fact is that they're doing
Cody,
a
sorry.
tag match for the main event for the 3rd year in a row. Two.
Hey, I got the win. Let's go. 67 matches, folks. 67 matches.
So if we know Money in the Bank was probably going to be the... So what would be the next pack then, you think? If Money in the Bank's after? Heat Wave?
I mean, Heatwave has been in the files for quite a long time now. Heatwave.
Well, we know... And we obviously know what's going to be the first pack of August.
What's that one?
It's going to be some... It's going to be SummerSlam.
Yeah, I think Money in the Bank might be the next one. When's Money in the Bank? This Saturday, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we have that. We have Bloodline, the Bloodline pack. Still waiting on. Yeah, Woody found it. The Bloodline edition.
Oh, that's what he probably sent to me. He messaged me a couple of days ago. I haven't checked it though. I've been a little bit busy. Shout out to Witty though, man. My guy.
Where's the man? Finds everything.
I mean, he doesn't have to message me personally, but he still does every time. So I appreciate the fuck out of him for that.
Yeah, I mean, that basically we know that we're gonna have to use Shaq versus Kevin Nash. Yeah, we got punches and promos. Legends 2. Borderline. We got all them free cosmetics. We could eventually drop swapper codes for them. What do you think WrestleMania will be next year since it's not going to be in New Orleans?
Give it to the UK. And before
I don't know, they could.
I mean, bro,
I don't know, they could
America's
give
had
a
what?
bunch of money to Saudi Arabia and have it there. That was another idea of
How
them.
many's America had? 41.
Supposedly they want to do it in Vegas again next year because money.
TKO are fucking ruining WWE.
Yes. Yeah, and let's remove the WWE logo or whatever from the middle of the mat, and let's put Slim Jim on the tables and the ring.
Fuck it. It's a joke, right? I don't like all the advertisements. I didn't mind it, but now they're putting it on the... What, they're going to put it on the Money in the fucking Bank, bro? I want them to sponsor Viagra, you know? Just sponsor Viagra, that'd be hilarious. When time gets hard, you get hard too. Win the Money in the Bank.
Yeah. Hey, I tell you, if Vince was still operating, he would never have any of that shit. And the fact is that, August next year is ridiculous. You have Money in the Bank in New Orleans, and of course you got SummerSlam. For 2 nights. Next week we got Evolution. Next weekend.
Yeah, is that the women's one?
Yeah, it's the all women's pay-per-view. That's next week. That's next weekend, and then 2 weeks after that we got Night of Champions.
God damn, we
Yeah,
got Triple A
starting
as well, right? On the weekend, the Money in the Bank.
Yeah, it was quad.
Yeah. When is that? Sunday?
Saturday.
Oh, is that the same day as Money in the Bank?
Yeah, at 3 o'clock Eastern, Money in the Bank starts at 7 Eastern. 4, since UK, starts at 12 a.m.
Go on, get the win. Get the win, bro. It's just Punk. Get the win. Yes, let's go. Fuck you, Roman.
Heck. Wow. This is seriously. Heck. Wow. Money Bank's supposed to be long, but geez, right? So only 4 matches on the card?
I mean, the ladder matches are probably going to take like 45 minutes each, though, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, that, and well. Becky Lynch, if she don't win.
We got Shinsuke, folks. Let's go.
If Becky Lynch don't win Saturday, she can't face Lyra until the title. Unless Lyra loses it.
Hey, folks, what's the best lineup for my faction points? Faction wars points. Obviously, it's got to be Jay, Fatu, right? For the bonus points.
I mean, it depends on it. Because just about every badge is nerfed.
I mean, no, I don't mean. I just mean for the the bonus points that you get. Not the badges, but the faction wars points. You know, where you get the bonus for having high rarity cards.
A lot of people. I mean, you can have Booker T in there, from World Tour.
Well, it's gotta be 2. So it's gonna have to be pink diamond, a diamond, and 2 amethysts. That's what I'm gonna have to rock with. But are there even any good fucking amethysts? Okay, Punk.
We'll
have Punk.
Yeah, CM Punk. And
how does an amethyst Jimmy Uso just have grey and blue badges? What the fuck? Shit's a joke.
2K.
2K being 2K, bro.
You realize that potentially Jay or John Cena could potentially lose their titles at Money in the Bank. Potentially.
I think Cena's probably going to lose it towards the end of the year. I can't see him losing it yet.
I mean,
hey, Chris, that's just what I went with, bro. Mad.
Who expected?
We'll rock Jay.
Who expected R-Truth's last WWE segment was with Soa.
Oh, it's wild.
And his last match was with John Cena.
Yeah, you can't really complain. He had a good last match, you know. Alright, we're just gonna go this way.
Ron Cena.
KO match. Yeah, we'll go Jim. We'll go Jay. Fuck it.
Well, apparently, according to Woody, we are getting another Elite figure on top of the many this year. Next one up is Elite Jay Cargill.
Elite Jay Cargill. Remember when it was just 1 Elite per game? And now half the roster's Elite?
I mean, you got Hogan, Cena, Rock, Taker, Trish,
Jimmy, Jay.
They're just make the. A lot of people are, of course, getting on 2K because no Kane 98, no classic Kane, old school attitude era Kane. But we are getting Triple H 99 at some point.
I got you.
And we'll have to go. We'll have to go oddity. We'll have to go oddity hunting again for Kurt Angle 2000.
Oddity hunted in 30k packs? No, thank you. Because they're not going to put the oddities in the cheap packs. It'll be all the expensive packs.
Just yeah.
Fuck it. I'll have the Grapple Master. Why not? We'll put it on GA.
Well, plus this weekend we have the next Superstar of the Month event. Use Emerald Cody Rhodes to beat, I don't know what rarity, but Kevin Owens, so you can get the Sapphire Cody Rhodes for basically next week's event. All that Cody events for a elite Hulk Hogan who is absolutely has terrible badges and sucks.
Oh, Kirby, no way. The fuck off me.
Isn't it funny that Carlito just came back last year? Came back for 2 games, and now he gone.
Yeah, he came back. I mean, at least he got his bag. At least he got his bag, you know.
Sorry, no. He took the PS5 with him.
Yeah, he took 2K with him. He's like, fuck it. I'm having something. Fuck this company.
He was back. He was funny. It was funny enough last year. He was begging them to give him money so he could buy the DLC so he could play as himself.
Bro, how's Diesel running that fast on this game? Bro has no stamina. Excuse me.
That's funny because we actually have to face his other variant, Kevin Nash, in 2 weeks when in about 2-3 weeks when the DLC pack comes out of Shaq.
So who's in? So when are we getting that special celebrity guest that we paid for? You know.
You know damn well that it's gonna be Travis Scott.
I love how we're gonna get DLC 2 before we get that. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. Well, plus not too long we're gonna be getting the WrestleMania 41 back too in about probably August.
I mean, I'll take that because I want to play in the new WrestleMania arena.
Yeah, even though we're gonna be getting it next year.
I mean, we're getting it next year, but then I'd have to wait until next March, you know?
And just like next year, you buy the big old bundle, most expensive edition, you'll probably get the WrestleMania 42 pack.
And if you guys want me to get the best edition of next year's game, feel free to drop a membership on the channel.
Please give me money, basically.
Basically, easily. Hey, but at least I'm honest. People say to me, you do this for money. I'm like, too fucking right, I do this for money. You think I'm playing this game for free? The fuck? At least I'm not going to go, no, I do this because I like playing video games for 10 hours a day. Of course, bro, come on.
So, the only elites you're missing, we're also getting Elite Hogan at the end of the month. So, the only ones we're missing now, technically, are the Elite on Cena, also Elite Jake Cargill, and Ichiban Hulk Hogan. When the next world tour. I like how Gunter last night took a page off out of Jay's book. How Jay was saying 4 letters, 1 word, yeet. Gunter said 3 words, 1 letter. 3 letters, 1 word, tap.
Yeah, apparently Cross's contract isn't being renewed. Really, Lewis? That's fucking wild. What? Also, Jordan said men's is pink diamond and 2 amethyst. Pink diamond, yeah, women's is diamond 3 amethyst.
Hey, at At least Michael Cole was a man of his word and we did his bet.
What did Michael Cole do?
If you remember before the Pacers won the conference final, Cole and Pat made a bet where if Michael Cole won the bet, Pat would have to do this obviously the last night's episode of Raw in a full suit. But if Cole lost, he had to do it in a tank top. So Cole lost, and Cole had to wear a Pacers jersey.
That's hilarious.
For the show.
Teams in their respective corners for tonight's tag team.
The fact is that Pat always calls Lyra Bird Lady. It's funny to me.
Bird Lady.
I mean, yeah. I mean, she comes out one. Her attire is like one coming out with the big old wings.
Like, this match was super easy, bro.
Well, I guess since Carlia's on, I guess Roxanne can just slip into the Judgment Day now.
But what about Carlito's girlfriend, bro? What about what's her name?
Raquel?
Yeah, bro. Raquel's no longer got her man there. You know, I was rooting for them to. God damn it.
Well, hey, bro. Someone is it Dominic is the Riz Lord? Is Riz has Riz, bro?
Are these the only new 4 bosses in Faction Wars, by the way? Just the Charlie, Channing, Chad, and Lexus. Are those the only bosses, or
There's
for the men's? Sorry, for the men's.
Yeah.
Okay.
Most of the other ones are females. Most of them are females.
Oh, the last match was so fast. Why is there a cooldown, man? Ah!
Oh, we're saying cooldown World Tour anymore because we won that battle. Now we need to win this battle.
We did win that battle. We did.
Yeah, but at the same time they said, okay, we'll let that, but we'll nerf your rabble rouser and your sting like a bee.
At least I ain't got to wait a minute and 20 seconds for a match. I'll take it.
Yeah. There was a bunch of signs last night too on all that says we want.
They said we want what?
We want truth.
That's hilarious.
Hey, my 3 picks, obviously to win the men's Money in the Bank, are Seth, Penta, or LA. But more likely Seth will probably win it.
Hey,
I think Naomi is a big favorite for the women's.
Oh, I don't mean to cut you off, bro. No, so I gotta go and paying rent real quick and taking care of some other stuff. If you guys are still on, I'll come back in here and say what's up, but that's I'm gonna go get
I
rent and
appreciate
shit
it,
out
bro. I
for
might
day.
be wrapping up in about 10-ish minutes just because I've been doing this shit for about 3 hours, so. But I appreciate you, bro.
Always do. Like I said, I know you made a whole schedule, so on and so forth. So, it's always good to see you get on and everything else like that. So, it's always good to talk to you and shit.
I appreciate you, bro.
And make sure to put your Cash App in the app or so on. If not, just put it in the, or you got me on Discord throughout the friends, so I'll just put it in there and I'll send you like $6 later.
Oh, bro. Yeah, I mean, if you want to, silver's like £5.50 or $6 or something. So, whatever, bro.
I'll send you $6, bro, regardless of anything. Like, I may not join like on the whole YouTube thing, but nah, dude, I send $6, to people that honestly alone just broadcast and do live stream. So I tell you before, bro, I appreciate everything all the way up to grinding method. So, dude, it's appreciation over it.
I
Just
appreciate that, bro.
however,
Thank you.
yeah. Just make sure to give me the information, however, dude, and I'll send it to you later.
I mean, I don't really have Cash App or anything like that, bro. So read honestly, don't even worry about it. It's all good, my guy. It was good talking to you, though. Don't even stress.
Shit. Well, I'll let you later. Raid, everybody else in the chat, and then also my dude MFG. I'll let you later, bro.
Peace out, bro.
Peace.
Hey. No, Sheamus just cooked Rusev on Raw last night. What he said.
What did he say to him?
He said it. His career out. He got asked about Rusev, and he said his career outside of WWE lasted as long as Rusev Day, 24 hours.
That's crazy.
Well, I mean, they teased it last week because Sheamus saved his hour. There's a video that someone caught. They were still at Raw after they went off, and Punk. They were chanting "We Want Truth," and Punk grabbed the mic and said, "How dare you chant for somebody that's not here?" Ooh, Punk getting a little heat.
No, I think I think the reason he said that was because they all chanted for him when he wasn't there. So I don't think it was for heat. I think it was like an inside joke.
Yeah.
Also, folks, in the YouTube, obviously GTA Episode 2 is up live now. For those without a membership, you'll have to wait till next Tuesday to watch that. But if you do have a membership, feel free to go and watch that whenever you want, man. Episode 3 is going to be going up tonight as well.
So you watched SmackDown last week, that segment. What did you think about that segment Cody Rhodes and Cena and all them had last week on SmackDown?
I think it was okay. I like how much control Jey Uso's got of the crowd.
Bro, Cena, Cena just wanted to punch Logan Paul.
Nah.
His face. Hey, the fact is, Cody said, "What are you guys arguing about? Are you gonna go back there and polish his peacemaker?"
Yeah, that was quite good to be
Because
fair.
that was a jab at Cena because Cena was peacemaker. Hey, watch. Cena turns babyface at the end of the year. Cody turns heel. We get Peacemaker versus Homelander.
I really want a Homelander Cody really badly.
Bro, make that a persona. Make Cody, but he's wearing the Homelander suit.
Just have WWE 2K team up with the boys, you know.
The boys versus Peacemaker. Yeah. So I guess what's next for Judgment Day? Now you got Roxanne.
No, I think they're just gonna fold at some point.
So basically, it's gonna split. One group it's gonna be Dom, Liv, Raquel, and the other group will be Finn, JD, Rodriguez. I'm telling you, you think will Roman return Saturday and cost Seth the match?
Jordan, I'm not having any issues logging into my faction, bro. Well, who's Seth against?
Well, Seth is in that Money in the Bank match.
Oh, that one.
But potentially Roman could show up, cost Seth the match. Then they face each other at SummerSlam or at a Champions.
Yeah, that could be a good call, to be fair.
I feel like R-Truth passed the torch to Jimmy Uso. Because Jimmy is like being comedian now, Big Jim.
Big Jim, bro.
Yeah. El Grande Americano with that wins because he's that stupid metal plate.
Grande Americano.
If you it's funny. Rhea Ripley wearing R2 shirt, but And Dominic wore a Carlito shirt. That was pretty fun. That was pretty unique. So will Jey Uso retain his title next Monday night?
Oh man, you reversed it. Yeah, I think he will.
Against Gunter.
Jay is not gonna lose his belt on Raw, bro.
Might not lose to Gunter. That don't mean Seth can't send his cronies down and beat him up and then cash in on him.
I mean, that could happen.
If Seth lost.
But they normally do cash-ins on a PLE though, don't
they? Except, fun fact is WrestleMania is still in the it's still 100% cash successfully in rate at WrestleMania.
True.
Because it's been done only twice, and both times were successful.
Yeah, Seth and Damien, right?
Yep. Well, Seth was the bigger one though, heist of the century.
Yeah, that was the crazy one, to be fair.
Well, because I think they were playing. Well, I'll say that was the year that they were trying to push Roman, and that. Yeah, that was the year of trying to push Roman.
That was that year, bro. Right, bear with me, my guy, because I'm gonna wrap up the stream here, I think. All right, folks, listen. I've been here about 3 hours and 20 minutes at this point. We have done about, I'd say, 40 matches today. We've done about 40-ish matches. We've completed all the live events that we need. We've got every single card in the game, from the packs anyway. Obviously, we still need to get all of the Faction Wars cards now. So I have completed everything here. We're on 74. That was 75. We're on 75 now out of 1,000. The matches will speed up now because we're going to do a lot of grinding. But the schedule for the rest of the week, folks. Tomorrow, I don't know what's happening tomorrow. If I do stream tomorrow, it won't
Thursday.
It won't be my faction tomorrow. It might be Pokemon tomorrow. But yeah, Thursday Switch 2. So listen, we're playing Mario Kart on launch day. If anyone here is getting the Switch 2, you're more than welcome to come and play. If not,
probably put the course ID in chat.
No, of course, man.
Invite.
But yeah, getting Switch 2 on Thursday. Mario Kart, we're also going to be doing a few videos checking out how Scarlet and Violet runs with the new patch. So that's Thursday. Friday, WWE stream, seeing what the new pack's like. I can't buy any, but we're going to take a look at the cards. And yeah, and then Saturday and Sunday, I don't know. What
we ran about the ridiculous prices.
I do have a podcast planned for this week as well. A lot of people like the Trainer Lounge episode 1 with me and Twisty. We're going to get another one going this week. Hopefully, I think onesies. It should be Saturday night. We're going to get onesie on this one. So there should be at least 3 of us. Me, Twisty, onesie. Maybe Napster will come and join us. I'm not too sure. But with that being said, shout out to everyone in the VC. I appreciate you boys coming, talking, and just having a bit of fun. So it was a good laugh, for real. Shout out for all the support. Thank you to Zeus for the Hall of Fame membership, man. It really supports me more than you know. Also, shout out to the Gold. Who joined Gold? Spencer joined Gold again, didn't he? Yeah. Shout out to Spencer for joining Gold as well. Appreciate you, bro. Always supporting me. And just thank you to everyone, man. I appreciate the love, for real. I know I'm a cocky cunt half the time, but I do it in jest, you know. I genuinely am very appreciative. But with that being said, folks, I'm going to wrap this up now. I'm going to upload GTA Episode 3. So if you're a member, feel free to watch those 3 videos, man. They're all an hour long each, so it's going to be fun. But boys in the chat, I'm going to say bye to you now. Thank you for coming on the VC, man. I appreciate you. And I'll speak to you soon. I think they've already left anyway. Right, with that being said,